All right. Good morning, everybody. OBS, there we go. All right, Lord Bramber, welcome. And here we are. I couldn't stop myself any longer. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of realized I had a problem after the second night in a row where I ended up basically being awake until almost 4:30 in the morning, fine-tuning the build and figuring out exactly where we were going as far as how all this was gonna go. So, to clarify, gameplay and story-wise, I have absolutely no fucking clue what's coming. I have seen Seth's video years ago, and I don't even remember like half of it. And if I'm pretty sure he also spent most of it just talking about overall vibe and feel of the game, and not specific story beats. So it's not like I have any context there. Understand your anticipation. Set out to make a build in Road Trader. Found a new item that made me reroll the whole character. Oh yes, my brain has finally settled on one definitive build for this. I also have like 4 more in my head that part of me wants to try, but the one piece of advice that I have looked up, or that I have seen repeated when I was looking at build information and stats, all just numbers stuff, nothing story or context related, is Underrail is a game of specialization. Do not try to be a I can do everything character. It doesn't work. In classic CRPG fashion, pick a lane, like pick one type of damage that you're really good at, pick a couple of support skills that you're decent at, and other than that, just keep those maxed out. Keep those maxed out as much as possible. The other thing was largely try to make sure you have enough damage that you can just one-shot lower level enemies, because from the sound of it, later encounters you get swarmed by people. So again, no story context, no area context. We will see. Whenever I tried building on my own, I had trouble committing to it, but the last time I gave the game a proper swing was a few years ago. All right, so we are going to dive right in. We will be playing on normal/veteran difficulty. I do not need to be dealing with any of the others, and we will be doing the Oddity EXP system. So we will be gaining experience by collecting oddities scattered across Underrail and by completing quests. Higher end oddities are found in progressively more dangerous and hard to access areas. No experience is granted for skill usage or killing, though some oddities can only be dropped by creatures. The basic idea here is we cannot just be a murder hobo and hit max level. We must actually go out and explore. We must go out and use our skills. We must go out and do things and not just wander through the same 5 tunnels, brutally massacring anything and everything in our path. I also have no idea how the game's UI looks, so if I have to adjust where I'm standing on screen, we will get to that when we get to that. Mixa, welcome. We're just gonna go ahead with, we'll go with my shorthand version, Sovan. And then I did see a portrait that I actually liked. I didn't even know that was in there. That's kind of funny. I like that one, but that's not the one that I want to use. Where is it? Where is it? Badoop, badoop, badoop. Can we have a little bit of brutal masquerade? I mean, from what I've gathered of the game, that will absolutely happen. Where's the one that I liked? Where is it? It had a very cave wizard feel to it. There we go. This is the one. This is the one. We'll go with the redhead. Redhead with the gas mask and the light armor, even though the armor will not be very accurate to what we will end up doing. Hold on. I do have my build pulled up. Let me double check what the starting stats are gonna be. So. Okay. I'll just mark them down so I don't have to keep this open. 3. There we go. That way I can do that and pull OBS back up. Happy Midsummer. Welcome, Tenwin. Welcome. I know you're my heaviest hitter for Planetfall, Tenwin, but after 2 nights of being awake until almost 4:30 in the morning, I needed to do this because I don't think I would have been able to last until Sunday. I would have fucked my sleep schedule over horrendously. All right, so this is going to be our build. We are going to be not very dexterous at all. Say that as if you haven't already done that. I actually keep a fairly decent sleep schedule most of the time, Tenwin. These last 2 nights, though, like as I said, I made the post on Thursday. It's a good thing I didn't stream on Thursday because I passed out. I woke up at my normal time. I passed out again, and then I didn't wake up until like 2.5 hours past where my alarm usually goes off. Like that's when I realized, okay, I need to adjust something. We'll be taking 2 points out of dexterity, so we are not very good with ranged combat, at least with weaponry. We're taking 2 points out of agility. We're not going to be very fast, I hate to say it. And we're going to be taking 2 points out of perception because we are not very perceptive. What we are, though, is tough as hell, strong as hell, pretty damn smart, and capable of out-willpowering God. Why? Because we are going to be doing almost all of our damage through our psi capability. The ability of the mind to initiate and control rapid temperature changes and to harness the exothermic and endothermic energies therein. So we start with 120 skill points. You can put a maximum of 15 into them to start. Because we have started with the highest that we can here, a 10 in will, I guess I could go over, I'll go over the skills that we actually increase. Will measures a character's mental determination to see to his actions regardless of various difficulties such as pain, suggestion, or overwhelming odds, as well as to force his will onto others and the environment. It heavily affects the potency of all psi disciplines as well as the psi point regeneration. Constitution is pretty straightforward, important type for all characters, but especially for those who plan on making armor suit their main defense. Helps to prevent or lessen the effects of poisons and diseases. And of course, strength measures a character's muscle power. It affects melee damage and carry capacity. It is also important for characters who intend to use heavier weapons, such as sniper, assault rifles, grenade launchers, LMGs, miniguns, rocket launchers, sledgehammers, and spears. That said, we will be doing pretty much all of our damage through our psychokinesis capabilities. Oh, just click over here. All right, as for our starting stats, I have 2 variants of this build that I'm debating. And I kind of need to decide now because one takes melee as a backup just in case. And the other just says, fuck it, we're only using psychic abilities. But as for the stats that I do know we need, we're going to need some points in throw, because throw is basically this is going to be our utility skill, essentially. Lets you throw grenades, lets you throw throwing knives, lets you throw caltrops, lets you throw just about anything you can get your hands on. Very, very good. Since we are going to be doing a heavy armor build, dodge and evasion are completely fucking useless to us. Heavy armor pretty much cuts your ability to dodge or evade to 0 anyways. There's only a small handful of builds that use heavier armor and still have, it's usually evasion, because there are other tools for dealing with melee attacks. Evasion's usually the better of the 2. This also means we will not be using stealth. Ha! You'd think I'd be using stealth in a CRPG. Have you seen my playthroughs of these kind of games? We will be picking up 10 points in hacking to start with. I wanted to get hacking and lockpicking up high enough over the course of this that we can access pretty much anything that we need to through that. We will not be pickpocketing because, again, that requires stealth and that requires subterfuge. And in the technology, this is where you can get away with a little bit of generalization. We're going to be kind of getting all of these to a certain extent because this will allow us to play around with the crafting system. And the crafting system is how you, at least from what I saw on the wiki and what I was checking with numbers, is pretty much how you get all the best gear. There's only a tiny handful of unique items in the game that are better than what you can craft. And most of them are weapons, which, again, we're not using. We are just using our psychic abilities. So, we are going to start with a 10 in mechanics. We are going to start with a 10 in chemistry. We're going to start with a 15 in biology. And we are going to start with a 5 in tailoring. All of these are going to get upgraded at a certain point. Also, I should point out, so you will notice that there's a second number in parentheses next to this. The number that we're putting in first is the main skill. It's the actual skill points, but this is your effective skill after the game calculates it based off of your attributes as well as other factors that can come into play. Pretty much every single one of these skills affects another skill to a certain extent. So for example, as you can see here, I have a higher intelligence, so I get a higher hacking. But my hacking points also contribute to electronics. So electronics, once I start putting points in that, is going to get a 10% bonus based on how many skills points I have in hacking. You can even see this here. I have 0 points in traps, but I'm treated as having a level 2 because I have points in both hacking and lockpicking. Now, there's also the opposite. Because my dexterity is low, both lockpicking and throwing are actually treated as lower than what they actually are. And of course, the big one, because we started with a maximum plus 10 in will, our 15 in metathermics is treated as a 22 in metathermics. And lastly, where is it? We are going to be taking 15 points in persuasion and 5 points in mercantile. Both mercantile and persuasion are less useful here than in other games. You'll notice there is no charisma stat. The closest you get is that willpower kind of affects that. Willpower does mention that it is your ability to project yourself and your will onto others and the environment. So it is kind of covered under that, but there is no grand, I talk my way through this game of charisma builds. This is still under rail. We will still need to be capping somebody in the face with a fireball. We're still gonna need to set someone on fire. We're still gonna need to inject them with dangerous substances and watch them explode. There's no just peacenik talking around this. Now I was debating this over and over with this, so I have to double check and look. Fucking like 12 hours of me debating on what to do with this build, and I'm still not quite sure if I want to do this or not. Do I bring melee? Do I bring melee, even though we're not really going to use it? The melee is going to purely be a case of, well, I have high strength, so why not? Because the build that I have in mind has 0 feats left over for melee. It only was able to fit in the feats for survivability and the feats for psionic damage. So we really do not have an option there, all things considered, which is a shame, but I would... See, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. I've literally spent something like 12 hours over the last couple of days debating this build. And every time I think I'm like, yes, this is what I'm going to do, I change my mind again. Fuck. Increase mechanical damage with melee weapon, because really the alternative, if I'm not going melee, is putting points into the trap skill so that we can spot and remove traps, which is very useful, because I imagine that this game, if you make traps a skill, I'm going to assume the NPCs are going to make use of it. You know what? We're going to rely on our psionic abilities. We are a tunnel wizard, and we shall be as such. We're going to start with 5 points in traps. Oh, I keep forgetting. And lastly, we have our 2 starting feats. These are all the starting feats we have access to. I have to double check this one because I don't remember. Yes, okay. So we have a couple of choices here. We will be going for conditioning. Reduces all mechanical heat and cold damage taken by 10%, plus an additional 1% for every point in Constitution above 5. So this is getting us right out the gate wearing 0 armor, 12% damage reduction across the board to pretty much to 3 of the most common damage types. Right out the gate. And then secondly, because this is going to be a heavy armor build and we're going to be needing it as soon as possible, Kataka, welcome. We're going to be getting Juggernaut. Juggernaut increases our total health by 25% while wearing any armor suit with an unmodified armor penalty of 50% or higher. That said, I could... No, I can't get that until level 2. Right. Can't get that until level 2. I believe that's how I have it set up on my build, correct? Yes, okay. So we're gonna need to start looking for those as soon as possible. Start looking for oddities. All right. We are beginning. And so it begins. Hadrian Tanner. All right, last topic. Earthquake repairs. What's the situation on the southern tunnel? We have to dig deeper and plant the explosives or we'll risk more damage to the tunnel. Almost everyone's working shifts up there as it is. It shouldn't be too long now. He nods. Gorski, security update. We got 1 man at the cave exit and that's been more than enough as far as I'm concerned. Our automated security's strong there. As long as we know the crossroads in the cove are clear, no one can sneak up on us. Also, we got 1 man at the underpassages. He's been ordered not to open the gate for anything. The last thing we need right now is a bloody lurker sneaking inside. Everyone else is up on the platform, securing workers and tunnels. Good. If no one has anything else to add, we'll conclude this council meeting. Oh, wait, one more thing. In case you weren't informed already, I admitted a new citizen to the station. That Savan fellow. Yeah, I think he'll be a good addition to us. He and Vencel are still at the range, but they should be done any moment now, I'm pretty sure. You put far too much trust in your tests, Tanner. All I care about is how he handles live action, not how many points he got on your tests. We'll find out soon enough. Just put him to work as soon as he's done. We need all hands on deck right now. Indeed. Vera, Gorski, that's all. Welcome to Southgate Station, our home. Vencel. An unexpected yawn interrupts Vencel. He instinctually raises his left hand to cover his mouth, forgetting that he's wearing a respirator. A tiny smile creeps up on your face due to this very fact, yet you understand that after so many hours of testing, these kind of lapses tend to sneak up on people. Excuse me. He picks up where he left off. So all in all, as far as I'm concerned, Savan, we're done here. I got a few other things to do, but unless you want to have another go at the testing range, you got no reason to stay here any longer. As a matter of fact, why don't we give it one more try? I've never had access to a range like this before. Why not make the most of it? His tired eyes are not exactly radiating joy at a response, but he nods. No problem. It won't affect your previous results, but I guess it's best to go through the whole procedure if this is your first time. I'm gonna open up the gate. As before, I'll be watching you through the cameras. We'll continue once you get past it. All right. I need to familiarize myself with this. Okay, it doesn't appear that I'm blocking anything. Yep, that's the pause button. We have various skills. Stealth mode. Can I just pull that off of my hotbar? That's never happening. That's never happening. We have Quick Invoker, which gives all of our skills. Lock a mechanical or electrical lock, providing you have the right key. Oh, that's going to be useful, I imagine. We can lock doors behind us. We have our character sheet, which is just everything that we already did. We have our basic combat stats, 105 health, healing efficiency 100%, AP of 50, MP of 30. There's our base defenses. We have... yeah, no resistances. We do naturally, so we automatically are taking 12% less damage on all of these. Very nice, very nice. We have no shielding, our subterfuge is absolute garbage, and we have 0 evasion and 0 dodge. What's under the rail? Hello, Yasalis, hello, we just got started. I have punches, and I have my metathermics with a 5% critical chance and a usual 100% critical bonus to damage. We have our inventory. We have nothing but a set of shirt and pants. It's not much, but it's better than being naked. We have our crafting menu. We have our journal. Talk to Counselor Tanner in his office on the Commons level 3. Lucky I had to call out sick today. Oh, well, I hope you're still feeling better. Get yourself plenty of fluids and enjoy the stream, you solas. This is our oddities menu. This is where all of our experience points will be tracked. Your character is fully focused, which makes you more effective in ranged combat. Focus is lost when you move. Oh, okay. Doesn't really matter for this. We have our global map. Southgate Station, Armory and Shooting Range, Commons and Cantina, Administration Office. Shift left click. Oh, I can make my own notes on the map. I like this. Oh, I like this. Okay. We have our help menu for the UI. You are currently in a controlled zone. Setting traps or planting explosives near other characters may provoke them. If members of certain factions take damage from your traps or explosives, they will automatically track it back to you and will turn hostile. If members of certain factions discover traps or explosives planted by you, they will automatically track it back to you and turn hostile. Okay, good to know, game. Thank you. Cabinet, shelves. Can you hear me? Loud and clear. Great. Pick up your weapons and gear from the cabinet. I think there's a few EMPs left on the shelf as well. Press tab to highlight interactable objects or Z to reverse the order of highlighted objects. Contents of any container can be picked up by either double-clicking them in the container or dragging them onto your inventory, which can be opened in a separate window. You can press A to take all items from a container. There'll be 3 bots fighting against you just like last time. Choose an appropriate weapon. Make sure you wear the armor. There was a guy a few years ago who forgot to put that armor on and, well, didn't end well. And then take those bots out. Got a summer flu thanks to my dear colleagues who constantly turn the office temperature to 18 Celsius when it's like 40 outside. I don't get it. Why are they setting the temperature to 25 degrees in winter but to 18 in summer? I don't know. Thankfully, not a problem that I have to deal with. Regardless, I hope you feel better, Isalis. I do. To equip weapons, armor, and utilities, open inventory, double-click on any item, or drag it to a respective slot. You can have up to 2 weapons equipped at the same time. You can select the primary weapon by clicking on its icon in the action bar. The left side of the inventory window represents the content of your belt, where you put utility items like grenades or special bolts. Bring me when you're ready to proceed, or if you have any questions. Alright, we got some EMP grenades. Take those. We have a cabinet. Combat knife, sledgehammer, insulated vest. We'll take that. I mean, shouldn't I just take everything in case I need it later? And then we're gonna go over here. We're gonna put on the vest. That gets, ooh, our character looks a little snazzy now. Insulated vest carries a ballistic panel made of laminated fabric that has a hard, rigid surface valued for its high bullet stopping capabilities. It has, okay, so resistances, if I remember correctly, it's a, this is the same thing with a Fallout New Vegas kind of situation. So there is damage resistance and damage threshold. Damage resistance is on the left and damage threshold is on the right. If a weapon does less than your damage threshold, it just doesn't deal damage. But if it goes above that damage threshold, above the solid number, then it gets reduced by whatever the percentage is. Also, mechanical damage threshold increased by 200% against bullets and shotgun shells. So this is giving me 16% mechanical normally, but against bullet mechanical damage, it's going to give me 48% resistance. All right, we've got our combat utility items. Unfortunately, I can't really use a gun, I can't really use a crossbow, and I'm not very good with melee. So we're gonna go with the knife for right now, because unfortunately he did not give me any throwing knives, so... Well, actually, I mean, if our skill is equally shit in both categories... Let's go ahead and reload the weapon. There we go. May as well load that up. There we go. Pistol loaded. Oh, cool. They actually show you your ammo above your UI. I like that. All right. What weapons should I use against the bots? What are effective ways to temporarily disable my enemies? I'm assuming EMP. Technically, you can use whatever you feel is best, but as you know, bots in general are pretty well armored. A knife might work if you want to slash some rat hounds, but against a bot, you better use something that's high caliber or armor piercing. Explosives, hell, even a sledgehammer rather than say standard JHP rounds and bolts. Those aren't going to work well. Now, EMP weapons, those are the best if you want to do serious damage or even short circuit them. These don't work so well against living enemies unless you want to drain somebody's energy shields. What about armor? Armor's good for you, he laughs. When it comes to armor, there's always a trade-off between protection and mobility. For example, if you're wearing metal armor, it makes you less agile but offers a hell of a lot more protection, while leather gives you the opposite. Very little protection but a hell of a lot of mobility. Of course, there's more to armor than those two extremes, but you get the general idea. No, because I am going to be going extreme on the heavy armor. There's a tactical vest in the locker, works great against bullets. It's all you need right now. All right, any combat tips? You can initiate combat manually by pressing enter or clicking the button in the lower right-hand portion of the screen. Or when an enemy spots you, hovering over any characters will reveal their name, remaining health, and attitude towards the player in the form of a colored tag. Right-clicking will display more info regarding health and active effects at the top of the screen. Okay. Combat is turn-based, of course, which means that different characters take turns at performing their actions. Every time combat begins, whoever's the highest initiative will go first. That will never be me. The initiative stat has a base value that can be influenced by both agility and dexterity. However, should the player manually initiate combat, the player will always be the one to go first. When combat begins, action point bar will appear in the lower right corner, which can be used for the duration of the player's turn. Movement points are colored yellow and can be used for movement only. Action points are colored green and can be used for attacking, using inventory items, interacting with the game world, etc. If the movement objects points have been exhausted, it can be used for moving as well. Okay. All right, I'm ready. Open the gate. And we start. They get to go first. All right, so resist one mechanic. Okay, so our vest is strong enough that they hit us but deal 0 damage. So we are still perfectly fine. Okay, so I am blocked. You can kind of see the action bar over here, so it's not that bad. We have 27 movement points. Okay. Why does that only... Oh, because we're there. Okay. We're going to move forward slightly. Aha. And then I'm going to take an EMP grenade. Oh, wow. And throw it. Oh, God. I love how I have max for that, and we're still... All right, let's try it. Throw. Nope. Only got one of them. All right, short-circuited each of those. I still have 35 action points. It costs me 20. Okay, so they're disabled. Let's go ahead and... Bang! I missed. No surprise. You can carry up to 10 unspent action points over to the next turn. Oh, okay. So if that's the case, we'll move one more block forward and then enter. Saved 7 action points. All right. Bang! Bang! Little drone pieces of shit. Oh, okay, yeah. And then grenades do have a cooldown. So 6 turn cooldown on the EMP. Definitely gonna want to get my throwing up because we couldn't even throw it like 3 squares without having a problem. Ah, okay, so as long as we move yellow, we have no problem with that. So let's get a little bit closer and then bang, short-circuited. We win! Aha! So if I... Oh, wait, how do I... Wasn't there a... There was one for, like, reverse highlight. Is that it? Why? Okay, I guess I just have to press down on it. I don't think I missed anything. Good job, Savan. I want you to pick up the items from the locker. There should be a battery, a hacksaw tool, and 2 lockpicks. He yawns again. Use the lockpick and unlock the door. In the next room, you have to unlock a footlocker as well as the box before I let you through. All right, left-clicking a locked object, skill necessary to unlock that particular type of lock will be displayed above it. Opening mechanical locks will need a high enough lockpicking skill, while for electronic locks, a high enough hacking skill. Okay, lockpicks can be done either from inventory or from the action bar. In the first case, right-click a lockpick and then left-click on the object you want to unlock. While in the second, drag the lockpick onto an action bar slot, select it, and use it on an object. Oh, and the container has an electronic lock, so charge the hacksaw if you want to open the damn thing. As far as I know, not really. The difference is that when it's cold, you're more prone to close to others, drying out your nasal ways. Wouldn't be a factor at 18C. Yep. Am I the only burger here? Unfortunately, Lord Bremer, that's just the nature of the time that I stream, because this is really the only free time that I have, so we don't really have an option. But I did notice that, yes, a lot of the European VTubers also stream around this time, like Shy Lily, Sarui, a lot of them do, so it doesn't surprise me that I get some of the European audience, because they're up right now. Alright, I'll ring you if I need more questions. There we go, a Haxer Mark II, requires some energy. Grab that, a Lockpick Mark II, can I just put those directly onto my hotbar? No, I can't. Okay. And a supercharged lithium cell. Alright, so we go into here. So do I just... No. Recharge item, there we go. Charging. There we go. Energy 30 out of 50. Consumes 10 energy. Oh, it even tells you in the use with this effect, with your effective hacking skill, you could disable a lock of up to level 16 difficulty rating. Oh, and I'm assuming that'll get updated as we level up. Very nice. Okay, we'll go ahead and put those down there. We'll go ahead and put the Haxer tool down here as well. Lockpick. All right, so we select this and clickety click. Okay, so that does use a lockpick even on a success. So we are gonna want to stock up on those as the game goes on. How do I? There we go. Hello. Requires lockpicking, so then we use that again. Clickety clack. Nothing in it. Not surprised. And a box requires hacking, so then we use the Haxer tool. Beep it a boop, beep 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 boop. Lock disabled. Thank you. Good. All right. Final room. You got one sentry bot and a camera. Try to sneak around the bot if you can. This one's not going to shut down after a single hit, just to let you know. Well, yeah, I think we all know how this is going to go. You can enter stealth mode both in and out of combat, but only if no one can see you while you're activating it. While in stealth mode, all characters, friend or foe, display an icon above their head, which indicates whether they can see you or suspect that you're sneaking around. Your skill, proximity to a character, elimination, or even whether you're in front or behind will all determine how well you remain hidden, obviously. Suffering a hit while in stealth mode will reveal you, as will bumping into any characters. By the way, the camera can see you no matter how good you think you're hiding, so it'd be best if you're able to avoid its line of sight completely. Stealth offers many advantages, none of which we will be using on this character. You can pick it how and when you initiate combat or avoid it altogether, which can completely change the outcome of an encounter. Certain abilities work only when you are in stealth and can be used to cause massive damage on unsuspecting targets. Sound plays an important role in Underrail. Since loud sounds can attract characters to investigate what's going on, quiet weapons like crossbows and knives are a good way for a silent assassin to remain silent. Tactical vest might not be the most appropriate thing for sneaking, but it'll do for now. Alright. Thank you, Vincel. So I just enter stealth mode, and we're probably going to get spotted the moment that something is in. We're going to move very slowly. Okay, there's the cameras over there. Can I get around it? Kinda? Oh, go. Yeah, I know the camera can see me. Ah, run before the bot gets back. Just keep walking, get away from that bot. Thank you, goodbye, get fucked. Whew. And that will probably be the last time we ever use stealth. Ever. I'm assuming, ooh, surveillance monitor. Oh, that's cool. So that's linked to the actual cameras. Oh, that's cool. It's like a picture. It's like game footage inside the game footage. That's actually really good. I'm going to assume, yeah, red means that would be stealing. We don't want to do any of that. We get in trouble with our new friends. Well done. Hope you're satisfied now. Yawns. So, will my performance here affect overall results? Nope. All right, I'm done here. I'm ready to check out my room. And I've got no doubt you'll like it. I've yet to see any newcomers complain, he laughs. Nothing more to say, congratulations. Welcome to Southgate Station. Now go and get yourself some rest. I'm assuming he's gonna take all that gear away from me, because I probably don't get to keep that. Oh, it's dark. Can I light switch? Boop. Boop. Yeah, they took all the gear from me. Sag. But what do we have in here? The hanged rat. What could it mean? We have some shelves, nothing on them. We have our personal computer. Security scope, Savan, personal, access level full, personal messages. 2 new personal messages, keycard from Wayne. Hey, fixed your door. Keycard should work fine now. In case you haven't found it yet, it's on your desk. See you around. Okay, probably person in charge of maintenance. Does start at 5 p.m., which I imagine is a time where a lot of Europeans would be home on the way from work. Yeah. Doesn't surprise me. It's just the nature of the beast. This is the time that I can stream, so this is the time I stream. Now, the thing is, Lord Brember, I do see some demographic data in my Twitch stuff, and I have looked at the, like, countries of origin. You're definitely not the... I think you might be one of my only Americans who talk in the chat. But I know for a fact that I think my numbers are still something like 60% American. But then but most of the other 40% are all European, which by, like, you know, streaming standards, that's for someone who's not from Europe, that's kind of a big chunk. Unless you get big enough to only stream. Yes, the dream. Welcome from Tanner. Congratulations, you passed all the tests we presented you in the past few weeks, and you have now obtained full citizenship in Southgate Station. On behalf of our community, I welcome you into our fold. Come on and visit me in my office in the Commons as soon as you're rested. We can discuss your duties in the coming days. All right. So now, I'm going to be very honest. We are probably going to spend the entirety of this stream in the Southgate Station. Oh, sweet. The red needle always points to the north. It's easy to get turned around in the tunnels of the Underrail. You'll need this. We also got a private quarters key. Nice. And SGS credits. Okay, the internal currency of the Southgate Station. All right. What else have we got? We have a personal footlocker, empty, the broken pixel. The colorful mosaic doesn't seem to represent anything in particular. Oh, we have some bandages. Health must be over 40% in order for bandages to be effective. Okay. And health hypo. Take all. And then, okay. Mechanical repair kit. Good. Patching kit. Good. Flares. Nice. And a suit of padded rat hound leather armor. This armor is made from rat hound leather. No matter how hard you try to wash it, the faint stench of this filthy creature remains. It is padded with soft foam to prevent squeaky leather sounds as the wearer moves. Okay, so basic armor. This is light armor, but, you know. How long has it been since the bombs fell? So, Tenwin, I have no fucking idea. My context on this is near 0. I do vaguely remember from the way Seth implied it in his video that's intentional. The creator of Underrail did not want to get people into a pedantic argument of how long has it been since the apocalypse. It's just, this is post-apocalypse. Society is rebuilding. Don't look at the specific years. Now, judging from the technological base, though, and I did see some people commenting on this, so if Fallout is sci-fi 1950s apocalypse, and Metro is our modern world apocalypse, Underrail is basically what happens when a cyberpunk dystopia goes into an apocalypse. Because some of the technology and some of the lore that is implied in this game is very much that the world was like on its way to like a cyberpunk or a Shadowrun kind of style world when everything went to hell. Okay, shelves empty, locker empty. I'm assuming I can store things in here later. So if I close the door and then I use, hold on, where was that? And then I use that. Oh, cool. So yeah, I can lock my own door. I actually feel like that'll be really useful. Nothing on the shelves. Can I just turn the lights on? Hello. That's locked. That's locked. Hello, Mr. Security Camera. I have no idea where I'm at. I'm assuming... So we are in the private quarters. This level contains the private quarters of many of the station's inhabitants, including your own. Can I increase my, like, out-of-combat movement speed? Combat animations, let's speed that up. I don't think that affected it. Oh, well. Locked. Not locked. Oh. No, it is locked. Okay. That is locked. That is locked. Try to make sure that I'm not missing anything. Let me guess. Bathroom? Yep. Nothing we can adjust here. Bathroom, communal showers. Shadowrun. I'd love a Cyberpunk 2077 game of Shadowrun. The Shadowrun RPGs are good, and they're another one that I want to play on stream at some point, but yeah, like, Shadowrun would lend itself to a proper, like, full 3D RPG. Like a Cyberpunk 2077 or a, you know, Bethesda-style quasi-open world RPG. Okay, so that's all this area is, just a bunch of private living domiciles, all that stuff. All right. Ooh, so he said he was on the commons. Okay, now one thing I do know is we need to go to Psionics though, because this is one thing I do know because I did. So as I said, almost entirely blind, but I have like been in Southgate Station before, and that's about as far as I got last time. We do need to come here because there is someone we need to talk to. Would you play an insect shaman? I know what that means, Yasala said. No, I will not be trying to cause the apocalypse and kill billions of people. That sounds like a bad idea. I know what that is. You can't fool me with that one. Yeah, no, Shadowrun is another one where it's like, oh, it's insect theme, must be evil. Although, to be fair, they're the swarm that walks got it. Not actually, Tedwin, think more the Borg, but instead of cybernetics, it's ghostly possession. Insect spirits from beyond the veil of reality, infecting people and mutating them from within to become new life forms, while linking them to a hive mind. Possession by ghost ants. Yes, there we go. They already destroyed Chicago in Shadowrun. Chicago got nuked because of an insect shaman outbreak. I should play the Shadowrun games at some point. All three of them are good. Shadowrun Returns is a little basic, and Dragonfall is a little overtuned. That is a funky approach. One insect, that's a good clarification, yourselves. One insect shaman managed to do that. One insect shaman managed to do that. There is a reason you kill them on sight, and that goes for just about everybody. Like, let's put it this way, Tedwin. The horribly amoral, willing to do anything for profit corporations that run the world of Shadowrun still also have a kill on sight order for insect shamans. To the point that even places like Aztechnology, who built their entire economic empire off of human blood sacrifice magic, have a standing kill order for bug shamans. It is a universal do not touch this or we will kill you and everything within 20 square kilometers of you just to be safe. Or another way to put it is that, unless you're in Australia, that's just Monday. Like, in the world of Shadowrun, when the elves started awakening and they started sharing, like, magical knowledge with humanity again, there was a lot of cases of like, well, what about this? That's surely horrible. And the elves were like, actually, no. It turns out if you just use a little bit of magic, this is totally safe. Eventually, someone brought up insect shamans, and the elves were like, oh, no, they're as bad as they seem. Kill them on sight. For the love of all that is holy, do not let them get a foothold in your reality or we will all die. Like, the early portion of Shadowrun was people coming to terms with magic returning and going, well, wow, this is actually kind of cool. Some things are really neat. But bug shamans were literally just the, oh no, it's just as bad as you think. In fact, it's worse. All right, back to Underrail. Hello, Savan. Let me congratulate you on your admittance to our little station. I'm sure you'll love it here. It's good you came by. I did want to talk to you about some of the tests that we were doing earlier. Oh, is there something wrong with me? Oh, quite the contrary. So apologies if I scared you. Test results showed that you have a certain amount of psionic potential. How much potential? Well, not exactly sure till we run some more DNA tests, but it's definitely there. Please allow me to explain psionic potential. It's relatively rare, inheritable, complex genetic trait that can trigger the development of certain otherwise latent components of the brain. It allows a person to perform subtle psionic invocations, influencing the mind of others, as well as non-subtle ones, radical temperature changes, telekinetic manipulations. How did this genetic trait even come to be? Well, no one's really sure. There's research that indicates it's a relatively recent genetic mutation, and it sure couldn't have been a random one. So many things about it are just too complex and too convenient to be anything other than artificially designed. There was a problem with this hypothesis, though. The former Biocorp head of genetic research, Dr. Hal Roche, outlined these problems best in his thesis. I won't bore you with the details on the medical knowledge, but the essence of the problem is that with the technology we have at our disposal, creating, testing, and integrating genetic structures of such complexity is simply not possible without a colossal amount of trial and error work. So much trial and error work, he argued, that even if you combined all the genetic processors left in the world in his time and let them work on the subject for the entire time of their existence, they'd still be extremely unlikely to produce any results. Then there's Blasphemous, the only example I know of a religious apocalypse. I mean, most apocalypses have a shade of that, Tenwin. It's just not common in our modern fiction. Go back a couple centuries and religious apocalypses is all you get. Furthermore, Roche points out that the structures of the brain where innervation that allows psionic activity to take place were never studied in depth. Even though we know plenty of how the brain as a whole works, there's a very large gap between top-down research performed by psychologists and neurologists and bottom-up research done by neuroscientists with neurons and receptors. And in that gap is psionics. Due to the brain's nature and complexity, those who wish to study it need to start from either of those directions and slowly approach the middle. So you see, it can be a bit of a mystery. We know a lot more about how to make it work than how it actually does work. Interesting. Indeed. Is there something else you wanted to know? So how do I realize this potential? Well, we're going to have to first disable your psionic inhibitor. It's a basic neural structure within your brain that prevents your brain from innervating or accessing psionic projection capabilities. We assume that it was designed evolutionarily to prevent infants from unwittingly harming themselves or those around them. Centuries past, the only thing people could comprehend bringing it into the world would have been God. Yes. Consider this, ants and other hive-building insects are among the evolutionary most successful races on Earth. The majority of Earth's biomass is part of those species. If they were bigger than they are, mammals would have a problem. Yep, correct. There are ways to perform this innervation through deep, extended meditation, but those methods take years. We have more efficient methods nowadays. He reaches into his pocket and opens his hand before you. Within it, you see a very large red pill. It'll take care of your inhibitor right away, but there are side effects. The majority of users experience immediate and significant weakening of the immune system. And when I say majority, I mean everyone. To put it bluntly, this will severely affect your health. Is the process dangerous? Painful? Oh, not at all. It can be a bit dangerous for some, but it doesn't hurt. You'll be a little bit woozy, but that's it. Do I need to prepare? Nope, just go ahead and swallow it. All right. You force the oversized pill down, and for a little bit, nothing happens. Doc, I don't think it's Savan, are you all right? Can you hear me, buddy? And we're down. If you take the, yeah, I'm pretty sure he colored it red on purpose. I'm pretty sure the writer colored it red on purpose, Lord Brownbear. Oh, good, you're awake. How are you feeling? My head hurts. What happened? Well, disabling the inhibitor caused one hell of a psychic surge, but you should be all right now. While you were out, I took the liberty of performing some more of those tests to determine actual levels of psionic potential, and it's great. Honestly, I wholeheartedly suggest you start training with it immediately. Also, take these. He hands you a pair of syringes filled with blue liquid. These are psi boosters that'll help increase your psionic recovery rate. They'll allow you to use more psi abilities within a limited period of time than you normally should. They're cheap, work fast, and as far as we know, no major side effects. Equally useful to beginners and experienced psionics alike. There isn't a reason not to have a couple of them around when you're going out there. He hands you 4 unusual inhalers, and these contain desaturated psionic inhalants. They'll replenish your psionic reserves and also help neurohormonal regulation. They help alleviate synaptic fatigue, especially after extensive innervation. Just like muscle recovers from fatigue with the help of the body's glycogen reserves, your mind has its own finite psionic equivalent. Really? Only a pair of them? What do you mean by only a pair? That's quite significant to get you started. Come on, Doc, I've got dangerous work ahead of me. Considering I've yet to become an experienced psionic, I'd rather not find myself short on brain juice when I need it most. All right, I'll give you 2 more. That's all you're getting. These things don't just grow out of the ground. All right, where can I get more? Well, most doctor's offices have them in supplied, mine included. Once you get some cash, I can sell them to you. And how do I start learning these abilities? From my experience, religious apocalypses or God following their plan or whatever, the Rapture, Ragnarok, this is a religious apocalypse, sure, but it's a usual example of mythos or prophecy as to what keep followers in line. When I say Blasphemous has a religious apocalypse, it's a true apocalypse caused by the simple fact that God decides to actually answer the prayers. As I said, I'm definitely looking forward to trying that one, Tenwin. It is on the list. It is on the list. I make no guarantees as to my skill at platforming, though. You'll have to talk to those already adept at it, see if they'll teach you. We've got 2 very good specialists at our station. We've got Quentin, well-versed in metathermics, which is the area of psionic development that deals with instigating rapid temperature changes and chemical reactions. He used to be one of Biocore's top researchers working on new applications of psionics. He's on the agronomy level. And Bison is our martial arts expert. He can teach you psychokinetics and how to effectively use it in unarmed combat if that's something you're interested in. He's usually in the gymnasium just across the hall, but I think he's helping with clearing the tunnels right now, so you'll probably find him up on the station platform.
Send the
Chuckle Fuck Brigade! Chuckle Fuck Brigade! I don't know if there's a Chuckle Fuck Brigade equivalent in this game, but if we find them, we will call them as such.
Somehow still victorious.
You lose the map, you burn the cap, you nap in the shade. But Roma still survives today, thanks to the Chuckle Fuck Brigade. Hey! The thought control discipline is considered by many to be nefarious and also the hardest to get really good at. I honestly don't know who here could teach you it. I heard Ezra, chief of engineering, is actually a decent mind controller, but I don't know if that's true. Most people, including me, know nothing about the guy, so it might just be that some of them are making this shit up. Oh, and then there's temporal manipulation, which purportedly allows one to control time. I've never seen it in action. It's a discipline that very few practice. However, I've heard there's a man that goes by the name of, what was it? Ethan Lanford, that was it. I heard he's a practitioner. He's not from around here, but he visits SGS from time to time. In fact, I'm pretty sure I saw him in the bar just a day ago. I'm sure Arlene knows more about him. Ask her if you're interested. Anyway, I gotta get back to work. Any more questions? You keep mentioning the word innervation. What does that mean? Well, the word itself has several meanings: to supply the nerves, to stimulate or provide nerves with energy. In the context of psionic abilities, though, or in order for psionic invocation to take place, the brain's neural circuit needs to be suited for that specific invocation, fine-tuned, even if maximum efficiency is desired. Innervation is thus the training of the nervous system through stimulation of neural pathways and focus. It's taxing, but necessary process for anyone who wants to learn or relearn psionic abilities. Certain individuals naturally exhibit greater neurogenesis, creation of new neurons, giving them greater neural capacity, while those with strong dedication can also work to improve themselves in this regard. One other thing I should mention is that just like sprinting or long tunnel running require different training regimes and body types, neural circuits require different neural infrastructure for different psionic disciplines. Optimizing for one set of abilities de-optimizes for the others, so a majority of psionics, especially less experienced ones, stay away from multidisciplinary due to the increased strain that it can put on their mind and sometimes sanity. Yeah, basically, if you equip spells, if you equip psionic abilities from one school, you actually get a discount. But if you equip them from multiple schools, if you're going for a double, triple, or quadruple psionic build, you will actively incur penalties depending on how many schools of psionics you have equipped at any given time. It's guy straight up telling you to specialize, basically. Well, you say that, Lord Brown Bear, but there's a reason when I looked into builds on psionics, there are exactly 3 types: single school, double school, and quad school. And of the 3, single school is good for any difficulty, double school is good for the harder difficulties, and quadruple school is considered the broken bullshit, what the fuck, how to break the game over its back. It's still hard to do because you're managing 4 of your skills all in psionics, but it is broken as shit. Well, I don't really have any, well, I guess we could take a look at what the price is. So he does also have, he does also have the blueprints for health, hypo, psi booster, and psi. We are going to need those. He has a vigorous belt, which reduces agility by 2, health increase by 30, fortitude by 15. Anticoagulant, bonding agent. Small oxygen tank is worth a lot of fucking money. Holy shit. Yeah, I have 200 SGS credits, which are valued at 2,000. So if I really needed to... Wow, I can't even get one... Oh, no, wait, is that supposed to be... That's supposed to be all of them, isn't it? How do I... Yeah, just... How much is one? One is 666 value. Wow, okay. So note to self, we need to find some shit to trade because this guy does not give a fuck about that. We could buy a whopping like one of those. Morphine shot, health hypo, which instantly restores health. Antidote, definitely going to need that. I'm pretty damn sure poison is a common thing. Adrenaline shot's going to be useful because that actually gives us additional action points. I don't think there's anything else. So we can get, these are the psi boosters, but we also need to get psi inhalants is the issue. All right. I don't want to sell anything. So yeah, we're good. All right, never mind, buddy. Falling rock smashed his shoulder. If it just hit a few inches to the side, it would have killed him instantly. Damn. Nothing in here. Nothing in here. Nothing in here. Medical locker. Ooh. Bandage and a health hypo. Thank you. And we are on the ad, but to be fair, with these kind of games, sometimes nothing is happening, so... Yeah, I might look into seeing if there's a way to boost out of combat movement speed. Because I already know we're going to be moving slow in combat. Hello, surgeon. What? We got a footlocker. We've got a dead man. They don't want me touching that, obviously. We'll close that. Desk, locker, locker. All right, nothing that I can touch here. Close the door. Bodybuilder. If you want to use the weights, put them back on the rack when you're done. Okay. Oh, cool. And you can just... All right, so we actually punch pretty decently, all things considered. I mean, we do have 8 in strength, so I shouldn't be surprised by that overmuch. All right, I am gonna run to the restroom real fast, and we'll be right back. What's over here? Oh, hacked. Or no, locked, hacking. Okay. So nothing else we can do here. Let's head up to the commons. Mushroom brew. I saw that. Somebody's drinking over there. Nothing on the shelves. Nothing on the shelves. Ooh. Washroom. Light switch. I mean, I am still getting a very Fallout 1 aesthetic from this, let's be very honest, because wouldn't want to go out like that. Mushroom Cove Scavenger shuttered. Oh, Vancell, he's just hanging out in the bar. South tunnels collapsed for miles. I guess the visitors are stuck here for a while. Might be a few weeks before we can clear up the south tunnel. Did you sleep through the earthquake? I guess I did. Cat! Meow. Yep, Southgate Tunnel. Shift starts soon. Not seeing anything. Ethan. Before you is a handsome young man whose attire portrays him as someone who prefers charm over harm. Whether his looks deceive or not, though, is a question yet to be answered. In his hand, a glass of fizzy water. He calmly addresses you. Are you Ethan Lanford? And you are... Savan, recently admitted to the station. Good, good. Then I'm the man you need. What can I do for you? Told you might be a man who knows a thing about temporal manipulation. I mean, if he's gonna give me lore, I'm down for it, but I can't really learn temporal because I don't have any skill points in it. That's true. I'm a temporal manipulator, psionic, whose expertise lies in the discipline of temporal manipulation. If you're here to learn abilities or expand your arsenal, then you're talking to the right guy. Why don't you tell me about the abilities? Well, manipulation is a psionic discipline that allows one to manipulate time in many different ways. Accelerate it, decelerate it, suspend it, reverse it. But before you get your hopes up too much, the effects are on a local level, meaning you're more reshaping or disfiguring the structure of the universe. It will not have large-scale consequences. It will only affect a small part of the space-time continuum, just the very part that you're manipulating. I understand if you find it a bit difficult to comprehend. It's not an accessible subject, really. Regardless, it's an immensely powerful discipline in the right hands, just sadly underused. Why is it so underused? Well, to become a temporal manipulator master, one needs time. Time to manipulate, time to practice, time to experience. The first one, it is in the very core of our universe, space-time. We manipulate the temporal, but for space-time to remain in balance, the spatial must react. The second one, as with any skill, one needs to extensively train. Develop your abilities to be proficient with them, and this takes time to practice, but one is also practicing on time itself. The third point, though, is the most important. The thing that sets temporal manipulation apart from the other disciplines. Temporal manipulation on its most basic level does not possess the destructive power of the other disciplines. No pyrokinetic fireballs, accelerated ice shards, no ways to drive your enemies to derail themselves, cause them to fight one another against the horrors plucked from their very subconscious. No, manipulating time requires time. Temporal experience. With other disciplines, even if one doesn't understand their meaning, one can achieve much through simple understanding of the mechanics. With temporal manipulation, mechanics only have meaning if you understand the passage of time. It's something one might not be, in fact, cannot be, able to truly understand without sufficient experience. And that comes when one has just the right amount of time available to him. Most have plenty, too much, and that's why they waste it. Those who don't, they chase it, but they might have plenty available to chase. Now those who have experienced it running out, those realize its true value. You're implying that it takes an older, more experienced person to be a good manipulator, but you're looking pretty damn young. I do look young, yes, but I do have experience. I may be one of the best, which I admit doesn't say much considering there aren't many of us out here, but I still have a life ahead of me to truly acquire the experience I told you about. However, I've been taught by the best. Arthur Kane, my mentor, a true master of temporal manipulation. He's the one who helped me understand certain important things much earlier than I normally would, but that's a whole different story. Anything interesting going on? Not much. The cave-ins have us all stuck here, so like a lot of people, I'm waiting for the tracks to get clear before I move on. Not much of a problem. I've always liked this place. You mentioned Arthur Kane. Another time. That's a long story, and I don't feel like telling it right now. I want to know the lore. You will tell me, Ethan. Tell me, yes. Eventually. All right, what do you think of Southgate? Oh, I've been here many a time, and I'll return if time allows. This place is where more fun can be had. Nothing tops Core City in that regard, at least not here in the Southern Underrail. But Southgate Station is a place I can find relaxing. It's safe, it's well defended, civilized. The earthquake sort of forced me to stay stuck here, but I don't mind. I'd rather be stuck here than at some low-life infested bar worrying whether someone is going to stab me in the back. So will you be heading out once the rocks have been cleared? Oh, I'm heading to Core City. Well, probably Core City, but the life of a traveler can be an unpredictable one. What's with the fizzy water? Water's the best drink. The fizz just makes it more interesting. No other reason. All right, thank you, Ethan. Cat. Meow. Where you going, cat? Meow. Jack Quicksilver. Haven't seen you around. Stuck in this hole as well? Why would I be stuck? Well, you might be traveling and got trucked and got stuck. Forget it. Jack Quicksilver, who are you? They call me Savan. He just nods. Where are you from? I'm not a citizen of any place, if that's what you're asking. I travel around a lot when I'm not on a train. I spend most of my time in Core City. What brought you here? Lucrative business opportunity. Slipped me by, unfortunately. What happened with that business? That's a business secret. But if you're interested in some work, there's something I can arrange. What kind of work? Package delivery. I'll pay you in SGS credits, 100 pieces. Tell me the details. Do you know where the GMS warehouse block is? No. Never mind then. Can't risk you getting lost with the package. Oh. Yeah, sure. Go to the barracks at the station platform here in SGS. This key will open one of the footlockers and the package will be inside. Take the package to the warehouse block, to the building just south of the GMS compound. There will be a man waiting for the package there, and you'll get your money. All right. We'll not speak of this again until the job is done. Spy work. Nothing in the footlocker. Arlene. You met Arlene during your testing period. She's in charge of food preparation and rationing. We used to make fun of Tanner's stupidly high standards when admitting new people. Not the end of the world if we get someone imperfect, we said, and here you are bringing us earthquakes on day one. Hey, couldn't have been me. I am perfect. So do I get some real food now that I'm a citizen? Well, aren't you a joker? Don't remember hearing you complain before. What do you need? Who's that dandy over there? Ethan Lanford. Know anything about him? Handsome man, comes to SGS from time to time, always dressed sharp as a razor. Flirting with the ladies, no exceptions. I've seen him entertain quite a number of them, myself included, with some unusual psionic tricks. He's a, temporal manipulator. It's one of those psi abilities, disciplines, it, but the thing he does, I've never seen anyone else to do. He can manipulate time, but only for specific objects. He can slow down a fly so that it moves its wings in slow motion, make things hover in the air, that sort of thing. It's all parlor tricks, fun and unusual, good to attract the ladies, and his good looks and charisma make him stick around. That's his real magic, though. Anything else about him, where he's from, what he does? He's talkative, but he never really talks about himself when you think about it. No one knows where he's from, what he does. He usually comes alone, leaves with a girl, maybe not. Always drinks fizz water. Temporal manipulation thing going for him. That's all I know. He dresses sharp. Oh, I said that already. All right. How bad was it, the earthquake? For us, not that bad, but the tunnel that connects us in the south has been collapsed, so the train is completely out. The station didn't suffer any major damage, though. I heard it's much worse up north. Something about a Union freighter crashing and getting buried in the side of a rail near Core City. God, I can already imagine all the vermin crawling out of their holes to take a bite of that cake, and I'm not talking about the rat hounds. So, besides the earthquake, anything else new? Gorski's gathering up a team. Don't know what they're up to, but they're all armed. Any good rumors? Mordra's been acquiring some quality cigars. Need to ask who his supplier is. No one know who the man that was found in the Mushroom Cove. Think Pascal's still examining the body. Junkyard has gotten rid of old Chopper. One more victim found to pieces. Sitting outside the United Stations Embassy in Junkyard. Guess they're feeding them better. Okay. Let me see what you got. Stuffed bat. Increases detection by 15%. Consuming food lasts... How long does it last for? Consuming food will remove effects of previous meals. Oh, so do they just last until you eat another one? That'd be cool. Root soda. Initiative by 5. Rat Hound barbecues. Increase strength by 1. Psi Beetle soup. Psi abilities cost reduced by 15%. Ooh, that does seem really good. Mushroom brew. That looks to be alcoholic. Yeah, it nerfs your psionic abilities. Eel sandwich, dexterity, hopper steak, agility. Canned stew reduces all heat damage by 8. Canned mushrooms reduces all bio damage. Canned fish reduces all cold damage. And she just has some money. All right. That's pretty cool. Kitchen cabinets, shelves. Ooh. Cave hopper meat should not be consumed raw. It is much tastier in the form of a cooked meal. All right. Also, it occurred to me, does quick save? Yes, quick save is F5, thank you. Empty box. Ah yes, the early portion of a CRPG where we need to investigate every single container and every single opening, no matter what. I don't know what it is about this game, but I feel the need to close the doors behind me. Like, I feel like I should be doing that. I don't know. This looks like a meeting room of some kind. Box. Give me the box. What is in the box? Anything in the box? No. Yeah. Some more storage. Nothing in here. Oh. Yeah, no, we're probably gonna spend this entire stream in this place. I don't know how much content is in this place alone, but it looks to be fairly sizable. Hello, Tanner. The man behind the desk is Hadrian Tanner, the counselor who admitted you as a citizen of Southgate Station. Even during your first encounter with him, he struck you as an unusual-looking individual. Setting aside his impressive stature, one finds it difficult not to notice the thick, bushy hair and beard that envelop most of his head. In addition to his opaque glasses covering his eyes, which you'd never noticed him without, means that you can see very little of his face or of his expression. He has a somewhat dirty scavenger outfit, which he wore earlier as well, clashing with the clean, finely furnished office, suggesting that Tanner probably does most of his work in the field. As soon as he finishes typing, he raises his head and reaches out to shake your hand. His big hand, tucked into dark brown gloves, makes yours seem like that of a child in comparison. You especially feel his large fingers to be twice as thick as yours. His deep voice feels distant and calming when he addresses you. This game is certainly text-heavy. Well, good thing I had plenty of water then, Lord Brownbear. I just want to know more about the world. Congratulations once again, Savan. Welcome to our small community. You scored very well on our tests. No small feat, I assure you. I'm sure you'll turn out to be a valuable and respected citizen. But more importantly, I hope you'll find peace and kinship here, which is so hard to come by in the chaos that surrounds us. You know what? I haven't met too many of you Southgaters, but I got a good feeling I'll fit in with the rest of the crowd pretty well. He nods. I believe so too. We got people from a bunch of different backgrounds residing in this station. Whatever your interests be, I'm sure you'll find somebody who shares them here. I hope the earthquake didn't disturb you much and you're able to get a bit of rest from all the tests. We have much work today. Events have transpired that require your attention and mine. You ready for some field work? Ready and able. What's up? We got multiple events I need you to take part in, but let's do one thing at a time. First, you can have your weapon back. Lucas at the armory has it. While you're there, might want to drop by the shooting range. You'll be doing some field work today. Might not be a bad idea to warm up in case things get ugly. Speak to Gorski if he's there. He'll help you set up for some practice sessions, but that's entirely up to you. Alright, and what about this field work? So down in the tunnels below the station, get to the north of Crossroad Caves, lies a series of abandoned outposts. Those outposts were built by another station a while back for the purposes of scouting and defense, and in time they got abandoned and fell into decay. I want you to retake them, so that they can again serve that same purpose for us. In order to do that, we're going to need to activate the main generator that's located inside one of them. Harold from the engineering sector thinks he knows how to get the generator operational, so he should be your first stop once we're done here. As far as I'm aware, there's a total of 5 outposts, plus the one with the generator. I don't know if it's possible to activate all of them, but we need at least 3. You're also going to want to talk to Jonas at the Crossroad Watch Post. He's down in the tunnels just outside the station, passing through there on the way there. He's one of our most experienced scavers, and he's probably, but you're going to want to talk to Jonas regarding that. He'll have more details. He knows the area inside and out. Oh, and one more thing. Pascal, the station's chief physician, wanted to talk to you. Probably pop down to his office in the medical sector when you have time. All right. Will do, Tanner. I don't think there's anything else in here. Boop. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. There's that. Alright, so double check with Pascal. Maybe he had more that I didn't notice when we were doing that. I don't know what I'm doing with that. Do we need, like... I'm assuming food can be crafted. Grab some mines, rugs, blueprints, grenades, armor pieces. Maybe? I don't know. We'll see. Okay, armory. Let's go to the armory and the shooting range first. Oh, that's locked. That's an auto turret. That's a lot of auto turrets. Lucas, the guard. You can use the shooting range anytime. Oh, he's got my avatar's picture. A short man rises from behind the desk with a grenade case in his hands. The heavy case meets the top of the desk with a thud, raising your eyebrows, which in turn makes the man's face turn into a smile. He removes his glove and shakes your hand with a strong, perhaps too strong grip before addressing you. Don't worry, I ain't gonna blow us up. No, Venzel told me you've been staying with us for a while. I like it here so far. Well, make yourself at home then. Can I have my weapon back? Of course. 5mm pistol, some ammo, right? He produces a pistol. Yeah, wasn't a gun at all. Should I take the melee? I'm at this, in this point in the game, there's kind of no reason not to have a... I do need to go talk with whoever can teach me metathermic abilities, because we need to get our basic skill for that. I'm wondering, is it showing me this because I have the skill to do it, or is it showing me this because I just have the option to select it? I don't know. It was a 5mm, but not that one. All I need is a knife. No, we'll go with the melee because our psionic ability should be fine for ranged combat. was a machete. Then who's... Oh, this is Newton's. My bad. Here you go. He hands you the weapon. There, with that out of the way, I interest you in a couple more things, huh? Are you and Vincel pals? Pals? We're brothers. Sorry, didn't notice the resemblance. The respirators don't exactly help, but we're bros. We came to the station together years ago. When they saw how cool we were, they couldn't let us leave. He laughs. That's exactly how it went. Well, show me your stock. Oh, dear God. Okay, we're gonna have to... So yeah, we've got cave hopper leather, insulated overcoats. Stuff that is way too valuable for me. Holy shit. 10,000 value. Holy fuck. Armor penalty goes up. Adaptive goggles. Balaclava. Cave hopper leather gloves. Bypasses energy shield, but takes additional resistance against mechanical damage threshold. Damage is increased by 5% for every point above strength of 5. 10k value in what? No, so you see we have 200 credits. The credits have, so value is not related, is not in universe. Value is just so you, the player, know what the value of what you have and what they have is. In reality, we're using either barter or paying with SGS credits or one of, I think there's like 3 other currencies in the game, depending on what region of the Underrail you're in. So 200 SGS credits has a value of 2,000. So I don't think that would allow me to buy anything here. I'm not even enough for the spear. Not even enough for the spear, which I do want the spear because thematically, I think the spear looks coolest for a melee weapon. Unfortunately, he also doesn't have, it does not appear. Oh, there we go. Throwing knives. That's what I was looking for. So that would give us a ranged combat option that actually works with a skill that we actually have. So are these all the same? Yes, from the looks of it. Okay, so I can equip the machete. There's also grenades, all of which are way beyond my price range. What else does he have before I go buy these? That's all ammunition. That is one advantage of this build. I have no weapons that require ammo, which means all the ammo we find can be repurposed into money. He has shit tons of crafting materials. Shotgun pellet mold. Shotgun barrel, firearm barrel, galvanic vest. Requires 11 tailoring for, yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. It has tools, including lockpicks. Getting a few of those would probably be good. Apply a special cap to a blunt melee weapon that causes an explosion. Oh. I like that. That sounds cool. Mechanical repair kit, frag mine, HE mine. And what does he have? Assault rifle, balaclava, bullets, frag grenade case, greaves, hand grenade, light machine gun, mines, pistols, shotguns, shotgun shells, SMG, sniper rifles, tactical vest, bin grenade case. And a reflex sight. Okay. So for right now, we're just gonna have to buy some of these. That'll be about 1,000 there. He's only willing to take credits, so... How do I... Okay, 109 credits for 30 throwing knives. Between that, a machete, and the rest of our gear, we should be fine. Yeah, I don't want to wear this in the station because it reduces my persuasion, but once we're out of the station, we'll put this on. All right, trade. Thank you. Ah, okay, combat utility. So they share a spot over there with that. That's armor, psi booster, psi inhalant. Interesting, so I can't, can I? No, I can't do that. Can I put it on this one? Yes, I can, okay. So that's good to know. Can I remove this? Oh, oh, you hold shift and that gives you an entirely new hotbar. Oh, control as well. Okay, okay. I think that makes sense. Oh, you don't have anything else? It does occur to me. W. No, you know what? This is real time. Hold on. Options, controls. Yeah, they just have those set for quick buttons. I don't really care about that. Can I move? There we go. Scroll up. Change this to QWERTY. To WASD, please. There we go. Ah, there we go. That's much better. Much better. I was using the arrow keys, and that's just a pain in the ass. Got shelves. Nothing over here. Nothing over here. A tall, imposing figure of a battle-scarred veteran towers before you. You met Gorski once before. He's one of the counselors that interviewed you when you first arrived. So you passed all of Tanner's little tests and exercises. Couldn't have been easy. But don't think you're a hotshot. You've yet to deserve the privilege you've been given. Well, I'm looking forward to the opportunity. We'll see. Why are you here? Nothing. All right, I was kind of hoping for a side quest or something, but apparently not. And this is the tutorial area, right? So we don't have to worry about that. There's nothing else we can do here. Everything else is over there. All right. All right, so we're on level 2. We can leave through level 9 or level 1, I'm pretty sure. Didn't he say the guy from Metathermics was in Agrippani or engineering or something? We'll take a look around. Quentin. You come up to a wrangly man with long hair who's cutting open the head of a large monstrous creature, formerly an untamable beast. It is now the stiff volunteer to a post-mortem dissection. To science! And soon enough, the man makes his final incision, pushing his hand through to extract a long, sharp spine. Greenish, sticky fluid dribbles out of the opening and all over the floor as the man wipes the spine clean before laying it aside. And then he notices you. Careful, you don't want to get in contact with the toxin. He returns to cutting through the creature as he talks. Name's Quentin. Don't bother introducing yourself. I know who you are. You're Savon. Just got admitted to the station. I'd shake your hand, but you can see why that would be a bad idea. What kind of creature is that? It's a burrower. Nasty creature, digs around, lays eggs all over the place. There's more of them deeper underground, but you can still find a few roaming the lower underrail and the surrounding caves. If you meet one, be careful. They spit thick, hard spines coated with poison. And what are you doing? Collecting the poison glands. We use them to produce chemicals, coat crossbow bolts, and the like. What's in that room over there? We're growing mushrooms of various kinds, most notably mind shrooms. They're one of the most potent and one of the safest psionic catalysts. Largely popular psi boosters are made entirely from them, in case you didn't know. I'm told you can teach psionics. That's correct. Are you interested in learning? Will you teach me? I heard you scored highly in Tanner's test, so yes, I'll teach you what I can. If you perform a task for me. And what is that? I was conducting some experiments on a rat hound a while back, quite close to a breakthrough. A little accident happened and Brett forced me to get rid of the creatures. Now, I can't finish the experiment. Not here anyway. And what kind of experiment were you conducting? I was working to develop a substance that would transfer the muscles and other types of tissues into a potent mushroom fertilizer. And what happened? Well, I never really had an appropriate place to keep the damn thing, so I drilled a breathing hole into a couple of those large crates and kept them there. Turns out I underestimated them. After a while, they chewed their way out, and well, now we're in this predicament. What do you need me to do? I've already prepared a final version of the concoction, and I filled a set of crossbow bolts with it. I just need you to go out into the caves and shoot it with them. Once it's dead, collect a tissue sample from around the wound. If you don't have a crossbow, I'll give you mine. It's in the locker over there in the corner. It's not like I use it this much these days anyways. And if I do this, you'll teach me for free? I will teach you 1 psi ability for free. You'll pay for the rest yourself. 2 psi abilities and you got a deal. Not a chance. 1, take it or leave it. Fine, I'll take it. Excellent. Here's the bolts. Good hunting. I'll be back as soon as I get it. All right. I don't suppose he's willing to teach me the regular one anyway? By any chance? These are blueprints, acid vials, chemical bolt, extract humor. We need to know how to do that so we can get crafting materials, incendiary bolts, leather armor, process plant or fungus. We're gonna need that. Psi booster. We're gonna want those. That voice really fits him. Thank you. I'm glad we finally got another game where I can flex my horrible voice acting. Okay, so he does not have... you don't learn the psi abilities through that, so... we'll talk to him later then. Can't go in there. Doesn't want me to do that. Locker. Zephyr crossbow and 20 bolts. Okay. Can I have that equipped? Okay, so we can switch between crossbow and... So how do I... Is it loaded? How do I put a weapon away? So I don't want to be walking... Can I put a weapon away is the question. Does anyone care? Oh, I can increase the speed. Oh, okay. What is that, plus and minus? So if I... That does not appear to be doing anything. Maybe it only affects it in combat? I don't know. All right, I'm gonna need to double check because I know there's a metathermics. There's a metathermics guy somewhere in here, and I need to know where to pick that up so we can actually have proper shit. Oh no, it is Quentin. It is. We have to do Quentin's quest before he's willing to teach us. Okay, that's annoying, but we will deal. So we just need to find a rat hound and shoot it with that, and then he will teach us the beginnings of our metathermic. Wait, do I get in trouble just for touching it, or? Okay, no. We don't get in trouble just for touching. Okay. Ooh, Logan, welcome to hydroponics. Ooh, 44 caliber case, 5mm case. I mean, if people are just gonna leave shit laying around, I'm gonna take what I can get. You new here? I'm Martha. Hello, Martha. Okay, don't touch the lake poppies. All right. What do we got? Light switches. Big Brett with cave hoppers. You must be Savan. Call me Big Brett. Passed all the tests. Couldn't have been easy. Those are just getting harder and harder in recent years. Oh, they were hard, but I like a challenge. Oh, then you're going to love it here. What brings you to the pens? What is this place? This is agronomy sector. We grow and harvest everything we got down here. We also breed animals for food. And in short, our job is to provide food for the station in any way we see possible. You got anything to trade? Okay, so he also sells traps. That is good. Dog crate. Okay. Tranquilizing bolt. Throwing net. Throwing net. Combat gloves. Boots. And currency. Unfortunately... Oh, right. You can't just sell things to people. Like, look at that. I'm currently looking to buy 8 plants or fungi. He's not just going to buy shit from us. He wants specific things. And that is most of the NPCs, I'm pretty sure. That is a pig. Those doors are locked. Obviously, they don't want us fucking with that. Yeah, it's going to take us all day just to get through this. Hello? Is anybody home? Turn the light on. Boop. We got some barrels, some boxes, and some shelves. Hey, flares. Lights up an area for 30 seconds, immediately reveals any stealth target when it lands. That is good. Nothing in the box. Oh, tranquilizing bolt, hopper trap, and dog crates. All right, take all those. And throwing nets, nice. I do believe the throwing nets, again, we're probably gonna want those because I actually have a throwing skill, so we can actually use that somewhat. Because those just, yes, immobilize them for 2 turns depending on target strength. Nice. All right. How are we? Okay, there we go. 33 out of 180. So we're still doing fine. Can I turn that on? Oh, that turns that off. Okay, so let's head up to the engineering section next. That door's locked. Somebody's eating something. What's the sign for binary exclusive again? Okay, shelves, desks, Ezra. Oh, man. You doing okay? Buddy? Jesus. As he turns to face you, you immediately notice there's something off with this man. His face is pale and hairless. He's missing one eye, and wires protrude from the socket, traveling over the side of his face and disappearing down the back of his neck. The other eye is almost colorless, with the pupil so contracted you question whether he can see at all. He speaks with a calm and even voice. Hello, Savan. I'm Ezra. I act as head network administrator and chief of the engineering sector. Are you blind? Ezra raises his hand slowly and extends it towards you. He holds two of his fingers in front of your face for a moment, each pointing to one of your eyes before retracting the hand. What is it you do here? Me specifically, the cyber department, or the engineering sector. I meant you. I make sure that all parts of the station's internal network are communicating properly and securely, and that all scripts are running as they should. I also oversee the operations here. And the cyber department? We maintain and improve the station's internal network. We write the programs for all automated systems in the station. And what does the engineering sector do? We construct, deconstruct, research, upgrade. Listing all the specific things my team does would take far too much of my time. Talk to the people working here. Many of them will be more than willing to let you know the details of their projects. Okay. I've heard that you're a powerful mind controller. Is this true? Ezra remains silent and just stares at you. If this is true, I'd like to learn about it. He just keeps staring at you. Stare back at him. At first, nothing happens. The two of you stand there, staring at each other. Your thoughts slowly start to drift away from what you're doing, and you almost don't even notice that you're losing control of your own body. The world around you blurs away until the only thing you can clearly see is Ezra's one eye staring directly at you. It seems as though he's not looking at your face, but through it, into your mind. Wrestle control back. You feel Ezra's surprise as you fight back, and for a moment, you're able to break his grip on you. Break off contact and attempt to disengage. Your will is stronger than I expected, Savan. Consider that your first lesson. Want to learn more? I can teach you how to short-circuit the brains of others and instill fear in them or break their minds. Well, unfortunately, I don't have thought control, but this was a very fun experience there, Mr. Ezra. Thank you for that. I got the feeling that this is a man who spent the entirety of his teenage and early adult life being asked, oh, I heard you can do mind control. Can you do mind control on me? Or some stupid shit like that. So now he's just at the point of, if anyone asks, I'm just going to fuck your brain, and I am not going to apologize. Leave me alone. That is the face of a man who is done with people asking him to do parlor tricks with his psionic abilities. He is done with this. Hello? Herald? The art of putting abilities into narratives and dialogues is sort of a rare one. Oh, yeah. I don't think there's too much of it in Underrail, at least from the player perspective, but I'm pretty sure if that's any indication, it'll pop up from time to time with the NPCs. That's also a good way of showing, psionics is not just combat. People use it for other things. Howdy, you must be the new guy. Name's Harold. I'm in charge of the workshop here. Nice to meet you, I'm Savan. So, you looking for something specific or just looking around? Tanner tells me you know a way to restore power to the outpost that he tasked me with. Yeah, right. I remember taking a look at the power generator over there a while back, couldn't do nothing about it, and because it didn't have one of these. He rummages through the boxes on the table before producing something resembling an energy core. It's a flux controller. You insert it in the slot at the front of the power generator, should get everything running again. After that, you ought to be able to reactivate all the outposts. Afraid you'll have to do that manually, though. Each of them has a switch that cuts the power off in case of a hazard. Got it. I'll give it a try. Thanks, Harold. Did you have any stuff to trade? All right, money. He's looking for repair kits, components, molds, bags of caltrops. Ooh, caltrops could be good. They're expensive, though. Bear trap, caltrop, combat knife, crossbow, recycle item, repair items, serrated bolt, sledgehammer, throwing knives. That's what. Oh, do I have enough for that? Do I have enough for that? We need to start learning how to do that so we can. Barely. I barely have enough for that. Thank you, sir. That's a start. So if I go into this, download, if I go to crafting, throwing knives requires metal and poison option. Okay. The quality of the metal does not influence the end product, but the type of metal does. I do know that. So the only thing I would need there would be scrap metal, right? Ooh, Omni tool. Probably gonna need to look into getting one of those. Oh, right. I need lockpicks. gasoline, extended mag, high density foam, visor, mixture, stabilization, spear shot. Okay, so he doesn't have any scrap metal, unfortunately. Shelves, they don't want me touching those. That's fine. Barrel. Hey, 12.7 millimeter cases. I'll take that. Desk and a break room. Hey man, want to watch the arena? Nah, I'm good, dude. I'm good. We can't get into anything else there. There's a security room over there that they don't want us going in. That's fine. They don't want us going that way. And they don't want us touching the shelves. Okay. Let's head back up to Psionics and talk to Pascal again. Yeah, who's the dead man in the operating room? Oh, guard found him dying in the Mushroom Cove. Identity's unknown. Probably a scavenger, but he had a few items on him when he was found. What happened to him? 3rd-degree burns, all over the body. Nobody knows what happened, but he was dead on arrival. Can I see the body? What for? I'd like to examine it. Well, alright, I'll allow it. Just don't touch the body, okay? And could I talk to the guard who found him? I don't know which of the guards brought him in. Talk to Malcolm, the security officer. He can help you with that. All right. Who are the psionic teachers again? Right. Quentin is metathermics. Bison is martial arts. He's up on the platform. Thought control is Ezra. Yep. And then temporal manipulation. Thank you. Before you is the body of a young scavenger, a man barely over 20, if over at all. You have some difficulty telling the age, as the damage the body has suffered undermines your perception. Inspect the deceased. The body is severely burned, sagging, melted skin running down the man's face and exposed arms. You notice several strange symbols burned into the skin, mostly on the arms and chest, but there's also one on the forehead, shaped like a flaming drop of liquid. The wrists are bruised and cut as if they were tied with something and the victim was trying to break loose. The body's pale and cold, very stiff, meaning rigor mortis is fully set in. You take a look at some of the exposed back and notice moderate sigillation, that is pooling of the blood inside the body. The amount of pooled blood and its location combined with what you deduce so far tells you that death occurred no more than 6 hours ago. Unfortunately, that's all you were able to determine. Interesting. Can we update Pascal on that? Yeah. About the scavenger. Oh, no, nothing else. All right, let's go talk to the guard then. Just casually walking around with my machete out. I guess we'll switch to the crossbow. Boopity-boop. We've been to the private... Well, hold on. I would like to go to the private quarters to drop off some of my stuff. Because I don't know... Like, most of this isn't that much, but I'm assuming that I'm free to store stuff in my room. I would certainly hope so. Putrefying bolt. Shoots an experimental putrefying bolt that slowly decomposes the target's muscles. That sounds horrendous now that I'm reading that. Okay. So let's see. I'm assuming it's safe to put all this here. We don't need the cave hopper meat. We need the bolts and the putrefying bolts. Can I can't. Okay, so I have to drag and drop. Can I move this? No. Dog crate. That off. Hopper trap. That off. Flux controller, we need that. Tranquilizing bolt, we can keep that. 12.7 millimeter case. Keep those, keep that. Okay, so we're just dropping off some of the random shit that we've found throughout this. That gets us back down to 27. There we go. Hello, security camera. How do I load? Oh, you have to put the bolts. Oh, okay. All right. Still. Administration and library. Ooh, people. This is a bathroom. Hello, security camera. Security camera, deep voice. Hello. Sorry, no time to chat. Gotta get work done. All right, both of those doors are red. We don't need to touch that. Oh, Vera Hale. Okay, she doesn't want me touching anything in her room. You met Vera previously during your testing period. She's one of the counselors. Good to see you found your way to my office, Savan. How do you like your new home? Pretty good. I think I could stay here for a long time. That's good to hear. What can I help you with? What can you tell me? Oh, so this is, I'm guessing these are the other factions in the Underrail. What can you tell me about Core City? It's the largest city north of here that spans both levels of the Underrail, serves as a gateway to both the upper Underrail and the United Stations territories to the north. The city used to be controlled by the BioCore security forces, but they went rogue and split into smaller factions. This was followed by several years of street wars between them. The fighting ceased in light of outside threats and serious infrastructure problems, and nowadays the three surviving factions rule the city together through their appointed mayors. And what was this about the United Stations? Certainly. The United Stations, also known as the Union by some, is a confederation of stations in North and Central Underrail. It's an attempt to unify the entirety of the Underrail so that humanity can work together towards a better future for the human race. Similar to our station, the Union is ruled by a council of 5. Most stations of the Union have some degree of autonomy. The United Stations are constantly expanding, and while no stations here in the South are yet to become part of it, well, something like that will surely happen in the near future. And what's the Protectorate? The Underrail Protectorate is the military branch that protects the United Stations from external and internal threats. Technically, it predates the Union itself and played a crucial role in its creation. The Protectorate is under the command of one General Melek, who is widely considered to be the most powerful man in the Underrail. He holds a special place on the United Stations Council of 5, and some also believe him to be the de facto ruler of it all. Are there any plans for the SGS to join the United Stations? Our citizens and our counselors are divided on that subject. We currently have very good trading relations with the Union. I personally think it would be a good idea to be among the first to join them in the South. We are arguably the most powerful station in these parts and can position ourselves advantageously in their organization to retain a high degree of our independence. This would also ensure that any potential military conflict in the future, should the Protectorate decide to move against some of the less well-civilized communities in the region. But, as I said, not everyone here agrees with me. You must understand that many of our current citizens come from organizations that have, for various reasons, been targets of the Protectorate in the past. They're not very keen on being buddies with old enemies. But, let me ask you your opinion. Would you like to see your station become a member of the United Stations? I'm not sure. I think I'll reserve judgment until I learn more. Then you're wise. I hope that, like me, your future dealings with them will encourage you to support their efforts. A force from the north moving in and forcibly subjugating a bunch of stations in the south. Huh. I feel like there's a joke I could make there. Oh, I wish I was in Southgate. Hurrah, hurrah. In Southgate, I will make my stand. Live and die in Southgate. Alright, so this looks to be... what is this? The library, basically, from the looks of it. Nothing in here, nothing in here, nothing in here. You never know, though. You never know what's on some of these... That's all locked. You looking for something specific? Some of the consoles are out. I think Ezra's working on that. No time to chat. And nothing in that box. Yeah. Ooh. Right, nothing there. Okay, nothing in here then. Oh, that box. Nope, nothing. Damn. Alright, so Commons and Cantina, we've been there. Well, hold on, go back to the I want to talk to Tanner again. Tanner and Bensel, do you have anything to say? Nope, you're just gonna hang out here. No, you're not telling me anything. You have that. You're looking to buy 4 foodstuffs. I wonder, could I go get those hopper steaks and sell them back to her for a little bit of cash? Because I could certainly fucking use it. What can you tell me? Oh, yeah. What can you tell me about the United Stations? Well, the United Stations organization's the diplomatic offshoot of the Protectorate, looking to unify the stations through peaceful means, where possible, and through politics and economy. Make no mistake, the United Stations are under the Protectorate's control. They're effectively one organization. But the United Stations administration is not as monolithic as that of the Protectorate. This will, I predict, at some point, when a certain strong figure is no longer in place, bring about very interesting events. And what can you tell me about the Protectorate? Oh, I could tell you a lot, but the important thing for you to know is that it's primarily a military organization under the control of General Melik. Their goal is to unite all of Underrail under their control. For what reason? Well, that's debatable. Ignore the opinionated voices telling you the Protectorate is your friend or your enemy. It's not neither. The existence of such an organization at this point is unavoidable considering the political climate. While its manifestation could have been better, know that it had been a lot worse as well. Much worse. As far as the SGS is concerned, we have maintained a clear policy of neutrality. And what is your policy of neutrality exactly? It's the position we take in regard to the Protectorate of the United States in regard to their effort to unite the whole of Underrail under their control. We are not against the idea of unification, but at this point, it would not be beneficial for us to be merged into such a large, centralized organization, since we stand to lose more than we might gain. Many of our members came from different organizations that were at various points in one conflict or another with the Protectorate. Following Protectorate laws, and more importantly troops, jurisdictions over our territory would bring harm to our citizens, and we cannot allow that. At a different point in time, after the Protectorate and stations have adequately reformed and a broad amnesty agreement is put in place regarding previous conflicts, maybe then unification could come. Okay. What can you tell me about those outposts you asked me to look into? They were used by the Omega as part of a defensive perimeter against our station. We managed to break that perimeter, and they've lain in ruin ever since. One of the entrances to the Omega base lies to the north of them. Who the hell are the Omega? Oh, they were a neighboring station. Unfortunately, they were some damn hotheads, primarily on their side, decided that coexistence was simply not possible with us. A minor incident escalated to a series of skirmishes along our border, and then finally into all-out war. Unfortunately for them, we were stronger, and it was we who ended that war. They no longer have a station or a community, but we paid a high price as well. All that could have been avoided, but what's done is done. War. War never changes. Did I not look in those barrels? Damn, empty. Alright. Wait. Why does one of those boxes say that it's still... I mean, I do appreciate that it says empty to show you exactly which ones you've already looked through. Which is nice. How is there... It says there's another box in there. Hold on. Oh, there's nothing. Damn. They don't want me touching those shelves. Yeah, I guess foodstuffs will probably refer to, like, finished food, but I would like to know if we can or not. Well, since we now got a political update, maybe we can talk to the security chief and see if he's... Hello, Mr. Robot. Please move out of my way. Thank you, Mr. Sentrybot. What can you tell me about Omega? Oh, they used to be our neighboring station. Now they're mostly dead. Those who aren't scattered in the Underrail. What happened? A bloody war is what happened. Our relations shattered to pieces and we fought each other until one of them got eradicated. Were you there? Yeah. Can you tell me how it started? No. Listen, it's complicated. The whole damn thing, I am not interested in explaining it to you. Find someone else for that. All right. I just wanted more lore. Give me the lore. Also, how can I be a patriotic citizen of Southgate Station if you don't tell me the history of this place? All right, up to the station platform. SC, Sentry. Oh, a willowy woman removes her respirator and exhibits the smile underneath. You remember talking to her the first time you came here, but for some reason her name eludes you. She even mentioned it at all. Her light soprano voice, I have no idea how to do a soprano voice, is quick to remind you though. Savan, remember? Essie. Essie, good to see you. Yes, that's my name. How's it going? Got some stomach problems since I woke up. It'll be better as soon as I take a nice walk. You do that. You need some help? Directions? I was hoping you'd tell me how to get somewhere. Oh, never mind. Wait, what? All right, watch out. Once you pass the perimeter, there's a lot of danger. Okay, so I guess she's just a basic direction NPC. Can I? Nope, that's locked, so he's not gonna let me through. More security cameras, more sentries. It looks like the sentries are in heavy armor. Boxes that we can't use. Some tunnels are poorly lit. Better bring night vision goggles. Okay. So do I have a journal? Ah, okay. Oh, and I'm guessing it'll be divided up by section of the Underrail. Okay. Learn more about what led to the brutal death of the man whose body lies in the medical levels operation room. Reactivate the power generator, take the outpost in the tunnels to the north. Shoot a rat hound with the bolt that Quentin gave you, collect a tissue sample. Retrieve the package from the barracks at the SGS station platform near the tunnel and take it to the warehouse south of the GMS complex. Okay. How do I get over there? There's stuff over there. So that leads down. There's a power box there. Where are we? Armor range, shooting range. Oh! Oh. Global map. Oh dear. Southgate Station. The lower caves. Okay. And unknown. Don't know why that's in my machine, telling me that there's just a place I don't know about. Thanks, game. So where does this go? Oh. Well, this is already creepy as fuck. I'm a just quick save real fast. Hold on, I'm a quick save. I'm also put my armor on, please. Something. Oh dear. Stairs up. Shelves. Nothing in here. Barrel. Nothing in here. Does this just go... Oh, good. This just goes to the other side of the platform. Oh, bullet casings. And dirty rag. Okay. I mean, it looks like it'll be part of a crafting material. So. Oh. Okay. How do I get back? Yeah, I see sentries over there. Emergency phone. It doesn't take a keen eye to notice that this emergency phone seems to be quite old, considering its technological composition as well as current condition. The relative proximity of the railroads and the phone station's overall design undoubtedly point to its purpose. They're used in situations which involve undesired circumstance when it comes to the functionality of railroad traffic. Typically, these phones feature an interface that has 6 distinct buttons, each with a unique icon on them. The phone uses a coil cord, and the headphone itself has no additional features other than a speaker and receiver. An exposed digital display port lies right beneath a small metal door, both located under said buttons. The connector pins are bulky but few in number. Oh. There's nothing that indicates the current functionality of the phone. Open the metal compartment. Oh, take the items and leave. We picked up black cloth, 6 bottles, and some rubber balls. Okay. Can we do anything else with this? Red rat hound icon, green shield, yellow wrench, red exclamation, blue question mark. Oh, a robotic pre-recorded voice speaks up. BioCore Metro Services offer the most reliable and safest transportation of services to ensure that promise in rare circumstances and or events that would tamper with the experience of our passengers. Services provide additional solutions to expunge any and every problem. Keep listening. Press the red button with the red cross symbol to invoke call for medical treatment of endangered passengers. Press the button with a red rat hound symbol to invoke a call for situations where natural wildlife is impairing the traversability of nearby trains. Press the green shield button for situations where human interference is in any way tarnishing the experience of your traveling experience. Okay, but it didn't explain what the yellow wrench or the red exclamation mark are. All right. So it's less a phone and more a communicator. It's a specified place where it goes rather than actually calling. Yes, that seems to be the case. All right, let's go back over to the main part of the platform, shall we? Ah. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking the only thing I really need is maybe a mod that increases our out-of-combat movement speed, because I can already tell this is going to get slow. This is going to feel slow. Oh, wait, they did say... Wait, didn't they say the tunnels to the north were closed off? So... Wait a second. Yeah, outposts in the cave tunnel to the north. But I thought he said the northward tunnels were closed off. Locker, shelves. Roman. You must be Savan. Name's Roman. I'm in charge of the barricade. Wish I had time to chat, but kind of busy. Have you made any progress in clearing the tunnel? Not so far. We're gonna have to dig pretty deep to safely plant the explosives, otherwise we risk damaging the tunnel even more. How much damage did the earthquake do? We're not sure. Might be the tunnel has just caved in a few spots. I've sent parties to the tunnel's side entrances to investigate. We'll know more when they return. All right, leave you to your work. Footlocker, footlocker. If I close that. Package. Take all. Lockpicking 30. I wish it would tell me that it was locked, like in parentheses, like how when it's empty, it tells me that it's there. Yeah, lockpicking 30. Okay, so we can't get that just yet. Don't mind me. Surveillance. Oh, cool. SGS sentries, auto turrets. You see any lurkers, run. That sounds promising. Can I get out here? Yeah, there is a door. Oh, and there's Bison, the guy who's the telekinetics expert. A lean, athletic man greets you with a friendly, resonant voice. Hello, my friend. I don't believe we met. Name's Bison. Well met. I'm Savan. Love to chat, but as you can see, we're a bit busy right now. There's something you need. What are you doing? Helping clear the tunnel by using telekinetic manipulation. Can you teach me psi abilities? I can teach you psychokinetics. If you're interested, I'm afraid I'll have to charge you, though. What can you teach me? When it comes to psionics, I can teach you to telekinetically punch, inflict force fields, force emissions, and electrokinesis. What is a telekinetic punch? When you focus your mind to create a telekinetic ball and launch it at your target, impact is often so strong that if you hit a living target, you're likely to stun them for a short while. Alright, well unfortunately I can't use that. Where did you all learn to use psionics? Is there like some guru roaming the underworld? He laughs. Perhaps there is, friend, but the man who taught me was far from a guru. He only knew a few techniques and I had some coin. We exchanged, the bare basics, but it got me started. Refined the rest on my own. He's talking about Ezra and Quentin again. Yep. Psionic mentors. Oh, there's also the possibility of undergoing cerebral imprinting with psionic mentors, but I'm not a fan of those. Okay, we're gonna hold here for a second while the ad plays. I'm gonna run and refill my water. Sounds more like a telekinetic bullet. Yes, but I think it's very short range 10 wins, so it gets treated as a punch. Bullet punch. That's a pretty good way to put it. Psionic bar, earthquake, possibility of undergoing cerebral imprinting with psionic mentors, but I'm not a fan of those. Why? What's wrong with it? I prefer the natural way. It works better for me. Imprinting might be a shortcut to an ability, but it's not a shortcut to wisdom. Also, while most psionic mentors are safe, if used properly, some of the more low quality or modified devices eventually end up derailed. No different than lunatics, I heard. A while ago, I think a story about some junkies who didn't even use them for sonic reasons at all, but heavily modified them to get some kind of high. My seat is moving. Hold on. Yeah, I need to get a new chair. I need to get a new chair in this ship. I need to get a new chair. This thing, I think, is on its last legs. But that's a whole different story, friend. If you obtain them from reliable sources, I'm sure they're safe to use. Oh my god, is it already falling again? Jesus Christ, I'm definitely gonna need to get a new chair. Alright, so they want me to go out this way. We can't use the main tunnel. Oh my god. Yeah, I can feel it falling. Okay, okay. It's on its last wheel, I guess. I feel the cushion. No, well, the cushions on my arm gave way or something. The chair arms. Yeah. No, the arms are fine. The actual chair itself is fine, but now it won't hold me up. So it just is. Like, if I sit on it wrong, it just starts slowly descending. Which. Okay, so we need to find. The main thing we need to do right now is find a rat hound so that I can kill it and hopefully get my free metathermic ability. And then we will finally have a proper fucking metathermic ability to use. Also, yes, we have 84 health and 100 psi. Start stand streaming. Stand streaming. I'd need to get a standing desk for that, Tenwin, and that would require me to change my entire setup, and I just don't have. Ain't nobody got time for that. Oh. Really? Okay, well, I would like to find something other than a bandit, please. Let's try going out the south side of the station. Maybe we can find a rat hound down that way. I just want my metathermic ability, game. I put points into metathermic so I could use metathermics while I'm metathermic, and you're not letting me get a metathermic ability. Guy had a big sign behind him that just says bandit. To be fair, the stations are organized enough that it's definitely a case of like, well, most people who belong to one of these stations are going to be clearly identifiable, which means if you're not clearly identifiable and just out and about in the underrail, people have reason to be suspicious of you, I guess. So does this, okay, yeah, it just the map screen is very simple, but I like it. And the fact that I can just leave notes on every zone is very nice. All right, let's find out what happens over here, I guess. Oh, Iron Head Gunner. Okay, not going that way. Never mind. Every direction I go, someone is trying to kill me. Ooh, electronic scrap. I'll take that. There's this random guy walking around checking every building and taking everything. He's suspicious. Hey, in Southgate, that's not suspicious. I'm just doing my shit. It's only if I do that elsewhere that it's probably gonna cause problems. Oh, did I and that's a rat hound. Oh, that's a lot of them. Okay, so we want to shoot one of them and then we want to run the fuck away. Fucking book it. Ow. Holy shit, they get to attack like 4 times. Okay, well, I shot one of them. Book it! Not enough action points. Fuck! Okay, at least I'm running. Ow, that hurt! Can I please leave? Can I please leave? I'd like to leave. Thank you. Run. Oh my god. We're also slowly bleeding. We're almost going to die. We're almost going to die. I'm also below 40% health, so the bandages don't help. Shit. There we go. Heal myself up. Okay. Well, I guess we're about to find out, if I wait long. So we did use the putrefying bolt. We did shoot them. I don't know if that actually killed them or not. So hold on. Where? My quick save is there. Where was that? Wait. Okay, well, regardless. I believe game time continues passing outside of areas, so if we give this a little time, hopefully one, they will walk away, and two, we will be able to do something. Let's just save stealth. Nope, they're still there. Never mind. Okay, well, this is not a good idea then. Nope. All right. All right, okay, so that was a waste. That was a complete waste. We're not going that way. I guess we go deal with the bandit. Hopefully one bandit is easier to deal with than 4 rat hounds. That was the game's way of saying, no, go north, you dumbass. Is it just one bandit? I only saw one, so hopefully, I don't think I could take on an entire crew right now. We are literally level 1. All right, let's, now it says we can talk to him, so he's not immediately hostile. There's 2 of them. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, Protectorate propaganda. Our first oddity. A bunch of pamphlets of Protectorate propaganda calling on citizens and leaders of the underrail communities to work with them towards integrating into the United States, probably a safer and easier life. Study this item to gain 1 point of experience. You can study this item up to 8 times. Nice. So I do believe that also, yep, 1 of 8. Well, that's nice. We are already a quarter of a way to our next level up. So there's bandits over there. Should I just shoot them from here? I feel like we should just shoot them from here. He has a gun. Both of them have guns. This could be a problem. I only have a 30% chance to hit them there. Maybe they'll tell you to fuck off instead of shooting you. I have no money, so maybe. Who knows? Part of me thinks that this United States is meant to be a representation of the UN, which in turn makes me wonder if there's some sort of social commentary. Well, Tenwin, first of all, Tenwin, you may not be wrong, but I want you to re-examine it for a section. It's called the United Stations, the US, and it's primarily spreading its influence through a large military industrial complex. Also, this game was made by Eastern Europeans. Yeah. A group of thugs stands before you like a pack of starving rat hounds, and judging by their general appearance, they definitely look the part as well. The pack leader is an average height but unusually wide-shouldered man, strutting forward and checking you out for a second, then finally speaks in a predominantly nasally sounding voice. All right, hand over the package. What package? Don't try my patience, punk. Give me the bloody package and walk off. Otherwise, I don't have it. In that case, you won't mind if I kill you and take a look myself. And they get to go first. Ow! Okay, so he just gets to shoot me a bunch of times. Oh, there's 3 of them. What the fuck have I gotten myself into? Okay, so it's 26% there and 26% there. Wow, game. Aren't these the guys who were supposed to meet? No. We're supposed to take the package to... take it to the warehouse south of the GMS compound. So how the fuck am I supposed to do this? These guys are just here. Why am I only at 10% now? What the fuck? It was at 26%. And why is it? I'm confused. Missed. I mean, big shocker. I'm built for metathermics game, and you decided to make it so that I couldn't just pay to learn the metathermics. Okay, we're having problems now. I am very confused as to what the fuck I'm supposed to do here. Okay, hold on. If we can't go that way, there is another path. Hold on. Go back this way. Like, I just wanted to learn metathermics. That's all I wanted. That is literally what this build is based on, and the game is trying to prevent me from learning it, I guess. Just kill one rat hound and you can learn it. It's like, okay, but you put 4 rat hounds near me. The fuck am I supposed to do about that? Let's go underground here. See if maybe we can find something up this way. Oh dear, it is pitch black down here. Oh, there's an auto turret. Okay, so this is still... Oh, okay, this is still SGS controlled. Okay, okay. That's nice. Hello. You come up to the short, bull-necked man leaning forward, focusing all his attention on the security monitors. On it, you see 2 dark figures disappearing around a corner. The man straightens up and recoils as soon as he becomes aware he's alone. A quiet moment passes, and then he speaks. Oh, you scared the hell out of me, man. He pulls down his respirator. Don't sneak up on a guy like that. Sorry, didn't mean to. It's okay, but damn. I'm Harlan. What are you even doing here? I need to, where do these tunnels lead? Frickin' everywhere. Back when the underrail was built, they used them as escape routes in case there was a hazard in one of the main tunnels, or just to be able to quickly access remote parts of the lower underrail. Nowadays, between the lurkers and the creatures that skitter about, it's definitely not the safest way to travel. If you absolutely must go there, bring night vision goggles or some flares. And if I need to get down there? Look, I'm not opening the gates unless it's an emergency. Gorski's orders. Why not? Look, it's a lurker metropolis out there, and I'm here on my own guarding it because everyone else is working or guarding the metro tunnel. So unless Gorski or Tanner comes down in person to tell me otherwise, this gate is staying closed. What can you tell me about lurkers? Look, I don't want to meet those guys, let me tell you that. They're a brutal cannibalistic gang that lives in the underpassages and are the primary reason why only the most desperate use these things. I see them on the cameras sometime. One time I saw 3 of them tried to break through the gate. Had they managed it though, they'd have met that turret over there, but lurkers are no joke, man. I heard stories of them stealing babies, children from smaller settlements. Horrible shit, man, just horrible shit. All right, I'll get out of your hair. Sorry about giving you a heart attack there for a moment. Don't suppose you've got any... Ooh, okay. Reduced persuasion, chance to get critically hit does go up, but it reduces action cost of melee attacks. Okay, we'll take those. So that actually gives me some additional gear. Increases cold resistance by 2, increases movement points by 10, and movement speed by 11. Nice. Oh. Anything else back here? No. Alright. Well, thanks for the gear, man. Every little bit helps, I suppose. Like, seriously, I just need to kill, like, 1 rat hound. What the fuck? I don't have the skills to deal with 3 bandits right now, game. The fuck? And that's a minimum of 3. There could be more. I am baffled. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Or, yeah, because I can't get around them. If I go south the other way... Maybe, hold on, there is another, there's an access to the lower underrail here, isn't there? Isn't there a more trivial direction the game sets you on? Not that I can tell. There's a cave tunnel exit at the lower levels. Maybe we can find something down here. The man greets you with a warm smile. Really? It doesn't look like it. Savan, good to finally meet you. My name's Malcolm. How can I help you? You know anything about the scavenger recovered from the Mushroom Cove? Well, one of the guards found him there dying, just as I was starting my shift a few hours ago. He was burnt, smelled horrible. Terrible things happen out there all the time, but this guy was somehow still alive when we brought him through here. Now that's something you don't see very often. Sadly, that didn't last. He died right before reaching the medical level. Did he manage to say who did this to him? No. Mushroom Cove's full of psi beetles. Could have been them. They got some nasty psionic abilities at their disposal, but the way he'd been hurt, it was different from anything I'd seen the beetles do. How do I get to the cove? It's a wet cave a bit south of here. I'd advise going there. It's a dangerous place for a rookie. And if I need to get out into the caves? Oh, they didn't get you your access card yet? Should be around here somewhere. There it is. Produces a red access card and hands it to you. Now listen here, there is a procedure. When you want to leave, you let me know. I open up the inner gate, you step into the transition room, I close the inner gate and open the outer gate, and off you go. All right, when you want to get back in, use that card on the console outside. Stand in front of the camera so I can confirm it's you, then I open the outer gate. Earlier, we used to do some bioscanning every time someone passed by, but since no one ever showed up anything positive, it became a bit of a nuisance. What if I do contract the disease? Well, please be kind enough to inform me so I can activate the turrets. They'll shred you to pieces and will burn the remains so everyone else is safe. Just kidding. Just kidding. Or am I? All right. What about this, though? What is over here? Oh, more sentries. Okay. Auto turrets, sentry. What is that? Captain Svana and a dog. We got some. Oh, nope. Those are red. Don't touch those. Not with this many things around us that could potentially shoot me. Ooh. Oh, wait. How many of these can I... Lake mushroom. Although some less picky denizens of the underworld are very fond of this mushroom, it's not particularly nutritious to humans. It can even cause nausea if consumed in large quantities. All right. I mean, I may as well grab them. Hello. You catch the woman drinking something out of a steel flask. She casually tilts it up and takes a swig. Her expression is calm and neutral, but as soon as she lowers the flask and swallows, the drink sets her now fluttering eyes ablaze. Her mouth hangs open, discharging deleterious vapor where her lips undulate with searing pleasure. She finally clears her throat, closes the flask, and puts it back in her coat pocket. She notices you through her thick goggles, inspecting you for a second or two before speaking with a heavy, abused voice. Who are you? Never mind, I remember now. You're the new kid, right? You need a ride? Need to get to junkyard, catch you later. Okay, so that's a fast travel system, I'm guessing. For a place that I still have not been at. Let's gather up these lake mushrooms. Outward. Carry capacity increase. Okay, so whatever she took was a drug. Alright. Well, still nothing else down here that can help me. You know, I have a sudden suspicion. Because they were talking about the package. Did I fuck myself over by accepting this side quest before going through this area? Because that's what it kind of feels like. It feels like if I hadn't accepted that side quest, those bandits would not be there, and I would not be dealing with this shit right now. Can I just go back to Quentin and have him teach me normally? Please? I need a metathermic skill. It is literally what my build is based on. Where was he? He was in, Agronomy? Whatever the fuck it is. Come on, dude. I just need you to teach me a fucking skill instead of giving me the runaround. No, he doesn't have it in the barter, and I can't do anything with that. Yeah, he just won't teach me until after we do this quest. Fuck. I mean, I shot what? Surely by now the rat hounds have moved away, right? Like, surely by now they have. Hopefully one of them is dead. And I can just grab the sample I need and get the fuck out. Because we can't go that way, we can't. Yeah, no. These are the only directions. These are the only directions we have. This way, and this way. And there's dudes over here, and there's rat hounds over here. I just need one dead rat hound. That's all I need. Nope, they're still here. And I'm dead. Well, that doesn't work. Wait, that barrel. I thought it searched that barrel. Oh, did I? Okay. We could try stealthing around these guys, maybe? There we go. I have no stealth, but, you know, you never know. It just seems so bullshit. They have no problem letting me talk to any of the other psionic instructors and then being like, yeah, sure, I'll teach you. And then you got this jackass who's just like, nah, you need to go kill a rat hound. By the way, the only... Well, I'm pretty sure that was a grenade! Well, okay. Never mind, we can't go that way, that's for sure. Could you just hand the bandits the package? Well, yeah, but that would be probably failing the quest. I don't want to fail the quest. Might not have a choice, though. Yeah, a light sealed nondescript package. There's no other explanation here at all. I mean, we know they're hostile now, so I could just try to attack them first and see if that does something. All right, let's try this shit. How do I... Why won't you let me... There we go. 19%. Fuck me. Also, I'm pretty sure the red means he can see. Maybe? I can't tell. Personal opinion, I don't like smoked flavor at all. Lightly smoked flavor can be very good 10-win, as long as it's not like the primary flavor. I've been finding myself using some sauces and stuff that have like a smoky undertone to them, and those are really good. Primary smoke flavor though, yeah, no. Like most jerkies, I'm not the fan of. I would rather have the jerky just be flavored normally rather than the whole fake smoked flavor that a lot of them go for. 28% chance of that. 23% chance of that. So we are still better at doing that. Hold on. What else do I have in my inventory? There's a flare. We do have throwing nets, which could be useful against that melee dude. Tranquilizing bolt. 25% dealing 25% bolt damage attempts to incapacitate the target for 5 turns. That could be useful. But I have to... Oh. How do I get more combat utility slots? Probably from a belt, I imagine. Smoked salmon, not my thing. I prefer grilled or baked. Agreed. Then again, I think smoked salmon works if you do it on a sandwich, but that's because you're mixing a lot of flavor profiles together and the smokiness isn't going to come through as much. But if you're just eating salmon on its own or with a light sauce, yeah, grilled or baked is going to be better. Absolutely. If I throw that, sup, and then, okay, so, okay, well, we're in combat now. I used the action point. How many action points? I can't tell. Okay, we're doing what? I dealt 24 damage to him. What does he start with? 80 health? The fuck am I gonna do about this? Try throwing the net then. Okay, he's entangled. I don't think I have enough. Do I have enough? Not enough action points. Okay, dive behind cover then. And end turn. I'm assuming they're gonna, yep, okay, they're running up on me. They're running up on me. I can't throw another net just yet. That's bad. I don't see, oh, AP cost of 18 versus AP cost of 25. Okay. Bro. Got him. This is not enough damage. This is not enough damage. That was a critical. And it's still not enough. Okay, well, that's better, I suppose. Anything I can do to pull him back, because that guy's about to run up on me. And turn. Ow! That's 20 damage! The fuck am I supposed to do about that? Ow! And now my chance to hit goes down because he's too close. What is the AP cost on that? 16? Okay, let's try that then. Wait, no, I told you to use the melee weapon? What? Oh. Oh, that's even lower. Never mind. And we're just missing. Not enough action points. Well, pretty sure we die. Oh, and he's free now. Yep, we're dead. Why is it that they get to attack like 7 or 8 times and I get to attack like twice? Not too fond of fish, but smoked bacon can be good. Yeah, yeah. I am baffled. Build choice? I didn't, this is blind. What package? Give me the bloody package. Here's the package, don't shoot. I don't have it anymore. Yeah, no, then they attack. I immediately get shot in the face. See, I have one moment I have 51% chance. Not that it matters if my guy decides to just miss. Yeah, I can attack a whopping 2 times. They can attack minimum 2 times with a gun, if not more. I have made a horrible fucking error, apparently. Yeah, no, and then he runs up on me. You know what would be really nice, game? If I had my metathermic ability that I built this entire build for! What is this? What is this? Who gave me this again? Warehouse South. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Can't believe I'm already having to do this. Who did I get this from? I don't even remember. Jack Quicksilver. Yeah, him. What is going on with this shit? Jack's delivery job. Oh my fucking god. Literally the first line. You might want to delay picking up this side quest since the bandits can be a dangerous combat encounter. Fuck! So I fucked myself over because they're not supposed to be here unless you... I take a fucking side quest and immediately get fucking soft-locked because they put a combat encounter in that there's simply no fucking way I can win. Fuck you, game. Just fuck you. I've basically just soft-locked myself because I took a side quest because it was offered. Because it was offered. The only other place they said to go to was the caves beneath. So apparently the caves are not as bad as this. So we saw you being interested in having fun. We can't allow that. Which is a shame because I was having fun and now the game's just like lol, lamau even. I just wanted my metathermic ability. Why is this so wrong? I literally just wanted the basic fucking ability that every other side build can get by just paying a dude, but my guy's like, no, you must go do a quest for me or I will not teach you because I'm a jackass. It's not even like you're directed to a different area. They straight up added the bandits. Yeah, yeah. If you find yourself surrounded by rat hounds, use flares to scare them. They'll be back though, so try to stick around. Oh, that's nice. I will keep that in mind. Could you please unveil to me a single rat hound so that I may kill it? A single rat hound, that is all I want. One rat hound. Just one. That is all I need. So we are in the lower passages. All right. Hi? An old man wearing an old coat, old pants, and old boots introduces himself with an amiable smile. Ah, it's young Savant. Off to do some hunting? What is this place? This is a crossroad watch. Only way to get at our station for the tunnels is through here. What are you doing here? Oh, sorting through the goods I scavenged. Want to take a look? See if there's something for you, like before I send it back to the station. I offer fair bargain. Also has old glasses, old teeth, and an old piece of bacon. Yeah, he's got some gear. He's got some Stygian coins. Cave hopper leather armor. He's looking for lockpicking devices and traps, none of which I want to give. Not that I have any to begin with. Stealth and intimidation. Hacksaw tool. A fucking 50 round 9mm submachine gun. Okay. A trapper's belt, an additional utility slot. Okay, and traps increased by 15. He also has some throwing knives. Would be really nice if I could actually make use of those, but... what are you doing here? Oh no, I already asked him that. You seem very knowledgeable about these tunnels. I could use some advice. I've been crawling through the tunnels all my life. What do you want to know? What can you tell me about the abandoned outposts? Nearest one is north of the Crossroad Watch. They stretch to the east and the west from there. They were built by Omega Station back in the day, somewhat ruined since we put them out of business. Plenty of rat hounds there now. Oh, if you're heading there, I was scavenging near those outposts a while back. Think I lost my old digital watch out there. Big old and made of metal. Doesn't have a strap, so I kept it in my pocket. Must have fallen out somewhere. If you could keep an eye out for it, if you bring it back, I'll make you a good bargain for it. I'll have your watch back as soon as I can. I am not getting my hopes up, but good hunting, Chief. How much damage did the earthquake do to the surrounding cave tunnels? Oh, a lot of passageways caved in. I'd use dynamite to clear them, but Tanner confiscated all of it to make it available to clear up the south tunnel. I mean, I can't say I blame him. Metro's more important. Passage of the lake is clear, though, if you're up for fishing. What can you tell me about the creatures down here? Well, you got cave hoppers, your mole crickets, your rat hounds, your side beetles. Ooh, and those shadow crawlers. What critter are you interested in? Congrats, you spawned 30 more bandits, all with BFGs. Ah! Tell me about the cave hoppers. Oh, they're harmless little critters. Tasty if you cook them properly, too. You'll generally find them near the lakes and other wet caves because that's where their favorite food, lake mushroom, grows. You can be hard to hunt down sometimes because they're fast little buggers. You can crawl through small crevices you wouldn't think you ever fit in. If you're looking to catch or kill one, best tactic, hide near a patch of lake mushrooms, ambush them when they come to feed. And what about mole crickets? Oh, they're probably the smallest of the big insects. Aggressive, they'll attack you if you come close, but they're not that dangerous. Usually you can just stomp them on them or smash them with a crowbar or something. Their bites are weak and you should be fine as long as you're wearing some kind of armor. But they do have acidic. They're also a little acidic, so don't let them nibble on you too long or you will start feeling the burn. Rat hounds. Ooh, they're ugly, smelly, mangy, disease-ridden, dog-sized rats. You can find them anywhere. If you can't find them somewhere, they'll get there too eventually. Individually, they ain't so tough, but they always seem to move in packs. Hell, sometimes hordes. They're very good pack hunters. Don't let them surround you. If you're in a pinch, throw a flare. Deathly afraid of the damn things. Side beetles? Ooh, now there's a critter you be wanting to stay clear of. Scientists call them the azure or something because of the big blue stripes on them. But the rest of us just call them side beetles or side bugs for obvious reasons. They be bugs that can sling all kinds of psionics at you. You bump into one, you might be able to take it, but it's gonna give you a hell of a headache. If you run into two of them, you best start retreating while you can. At least they're not that fast, so you should be able to evade them. If you run into three, it's already too late. Weird thing, not only do they hit you harder when they're in a group, they also start throwing crazier shit at them when more of them join the fight. If there's a Goliath around, you are in psionic hell. If you absolutely gotta fight them, get up close and personal. They are not comfortable with exposing those massive brains of theirs to slinging psionics while people are near them. Not even the big ones. Instead, they'll either try to get some distance or they'll bite you, and that bite is way less dangerous than the psionics. The Goliaths may have big horns, and those can go through you. Side beetles are usually hanging around the mine shroom, so if you're in an area where those are plentiful, be on guard. Shadow crawlers? Ooh, big, vile, awful insects that crawl around on the cave walls all quiet and sneaky. They surprise their victims by injecting them with a good old healthy dose of paralyzing toxin. And then they retreat to the shadows until the poison makes you all stiff as a rail, and then they eat you alive. Don't start quaking yet, because they are rarely seen this close to the SGS. But out here, well, if you notice things are getting a bit too quiet, be on the lookout. What are these tunnelers I've heard people mention? Oh, the thing is, no one really knows for sure. There are nomadic people out of the deeps. People around these parts call them tunnelers because they're known to dig these big, wide, sprawling tunnels through the underground, connecting remote places of the underrail, but nobody knows why. Some say they have a huge city in the middle of the deep caverns that you can reach if you follow the longest of their tunnels. Most of the folks to the north call them faceless because they believe that under those huge masks, they have no face. Superstitious folk don't like people saying that word, though. They say it draws their attention. Are they dangerous? Oh, very, but they're not always hostile. From my experience, if it's a small group or individual tunnelers, them's you should be wary of. The larger groups generally leave the other Enderrail folk alone as long as they ain't bothering them. So you've met some? Well, don't think there's too much of this underground world I haven't met, but that's a story for another time. Dang it, man, you're always holding back on the important parts. Hey, a good storyteller always leaves his public wanting more. All right, see you later, you old geezer. Thank you for the help. Some bullet casings. And metal scraps. We'll need that for repairs. So we've got a couple. Okay, we have options now. Hopefully options that will actually help us. Oh, I see rocks. Empty barrel. Okay. That was creepy. That is a dead end. I'm assuming, yeah, you can break the rocks, but weapons have durability, so not gonna want to do that. So he said that some of these passageways have been cut off by the earthquake. Oh, you could hear faint squeaking sounds coming from up ahead and a pair of red beady eyes blinking in out of the darkness. Oh, great. Well, thanks for the forewarning, game. Would have been nice if you'd done that with the bandits, now wouldn't it? All right, let's... If it's just one, we should be able to have it. I have the putrefying bolt on standby. If it's just... Please just let it be one. Please just let it be one. I just need one. Just one. Okay, that looks to be one rat hound. Can I please fight one rat hound? I am in need of fighting one rat hound. Ow. Nope, it's not just one rat hound. Okay, but it is two. Maybe we can make this work. Shot him. And then I want you to They have 50 health a pop. Okay, but I can't do more damage with this then. Or we could miss, you know, we could just miss and not make any progress whatsoever. Thanks, game. And, yep. Ow, 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 ow. I'm pretty sure I'm dead. I'm pretty sure I'm already dead. Bro? Okay. Maybe. What is that? The creature is a pack hunter. Its damage and attack skill are increased against targets that are surrounded by more of its pack. Damage against the current target is increased by 20%, and attack skill is increased by 10. Well, that's great. Fuck you. Unfortunately, do I have enough to... Okay! Okay, he's dead. Run. We might be able to... Oh, fuck. Run, and then we'll... Ow, ow, ow. Please don't die. I don't think no, we're not gonna have enough because you have to use action points in order to leave. Give me a health hypo. Okay, that fully healed me. If that's the case... Okay, maybe we could... Oh, action points reduced by 2 and the chance to get critically hit has been increased by 3. Oh, okay, you can debuff enemies with melee attacks. Okay, I think we can kill one of them. We just need to... There we go. Oh my god. Please, could you hit more than once? I beg of you. Thank you. Oh, there's the critical. Fucking hell. Okay, so... Yes, remains. Okay, why am I still in combat? Okay, thank god. There we go. Putrefied rat hound tissue. A healthy animal heart. We need 25 biology to get something useful out of that. And rat hound leather. Quality 27. Oh, thank God, we did it. I still don't know if we're going to be able to get past those bandits even after I learn my ability, but hey, you know, it's something, I guess. Fuck me. Hello, sir. I am leaving. Okay. Okay, progress has been made. Look, the way I see it is if I really need to, I will just restart the character and not accept that quest, because it's not like we've really missed anything. I'll just do that off stream. But it's still aggravating as shit that a single side quest can basically prevent you from leaving. I went to the wrong spot, didn't I? Yep, I went to the wrong spot. Here's your damn thing. Now give me my metathermics. Don't forget my training. Yeah, of course. Or what did I give him? Like an Australian accent? Yeah, of course, of course. Let me know when you're ready to begin your lessons. All right, I want to learn a side ability. Teach me cryokinesis. That's the basic level ability. Cryokinesis is any progress that involves materializing and launching an icy projectile. Most commonly, the projectile takes the form of a very pointy shard. Aside from causing direct harm, it'll also disperse cold vapors on impact. It'll cost you 50 credits to learn this ability. Oh, wait. Do I have... I can't look at my inventory. Hold on. Hold on. Getting the ice one first? I kind of have to, Lord Browner. Okay, I do have enough credit. So hold on. Hold on. So I can use... Yeah, see, requires metathermics 25. See the problem? So what I want to do is pay for the cryokinesis, and then as soon as we get 25 metathermics, I will use my freebie to get the pyrokinesis. Yeah, here you go. Getting the ice one for... As I said, I don't have a choice, Lord Bramber. I don't have a choice. All right. There we go. Why do I have neural overload? Why the fuck do I have neural overload? I didn't learn anything from thought control. Wait, do you get that just from... Okay, how do I unequip this, though? How do I unequip it? I don't want it. Yeah, because it would have been... Well, 10% increased psi clock. Did that just dump my entire psi reserve? Are you shitting me? Load the autosave. So, okay, so now we know. Changing out your fucking your psi things dumps your entire psi reserve, thus forcing you to have to use one of your very, very precious, at this point in the game, consumables to reset it all. Not doing that. Teach me the cryokinesis, goddammit. Let's try that again, shall we? Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're not gonna touch this. It is a slight cost increase. That's fine. We're still at that point where that low of psi ability is not bad. So I would like to... Let's take you. There we go. I would like to replace that with that, and I guess we'll also include neural overload, because why not? There we go. Cryokinesis. Ice cubes at will. Yes. Materializes an ice shard and shoots it towards the enemy, dealing 12 to 17 cold and 9 to 12 mechanical. Applying a chill debuff to reduce the target's movement points by 10 for 2 turns. Stacks 3 times. The other major advantage is that it is almost, it actually is good at hitting things, because your accuracy with a lot of psi abilities is guaranteed. It's just that the enemy does get a saving throw against most of the high-end stuff, but this one they don't. Okay, so what I'd like to do is use... Why are we not using... Cannot be used in combat. Yeah, I get that. Health must be over 40% for bandages to be effective. Please use it, game. I want to use it. What? Why won't you... Cannot be used in combat. That's not the problem. Why won't you use it? I don't want to use one of my last remaining health hypos to heal fucking 20 hit points. Please use the bandages. It refuses. It just refuses. Okay, well, the game is deciding to continue. Maybe if I put it in my hotbar? You have to select yourself. Okay. There we go. Again, I don't even know if this will be enough, because for all I know, cryokinesis is still not going to be enough to beat these guys, but we'll see. Yeah, it also costs more action points is part of the problem, but we will do what we can. Pass 1 or 2 saving throws or die. All right. So if I select this, okay. Okay, yeah, see, there's not even a hit chance. I can see him, ergo I can damage him. At least I'm pretty sure that's how it's going for me. Why did 2 of them have to have guns? I don't like the cold. And then we're gonna do it again. Stop it. And then I'm gonna fall back a bit because they're gonna move up. He can still hit me from there? Fuck. Okay. And then I need another cryokinesis on you. Good. And then another one. Down he goes. One is dead. All right, continue falling back. Okay, he missed. He's moving up. And then... what are we dealing with here? Can I... where did those traps go? Throwing net. I should not have done that. That used all of my action points. I am an idiot. Well. Let me leave. Yeah, no, not enough action points. Ow. Ow. Okay, we're reloading. No, but we can do this. We can do this. So hold on, hold on. Before the fight starts, put this shit in here. Put the health hypo in. I said put the health hypo here. Is there anything else I can use? Tranquilizing bolts doesn't help me. Well, actually. Up to 5 turns. Maybe. I'm just not very accurate. Maybe ice all of them. It only takes away their movement points, Yasilis. It doesn't take away their action points. Is the problem. I'm actually probably a lot better off just killing one of them as quickly as possible. Again, the main advantage is I can do this from a lot further back than... yeah, so if I do that... hold on. And then... okay, so I have to be right here. Can I destroy this light so that it's not... no, they don't allow me to do that. All right, so cryokinesis, F5. Right there. Yep, starts the fight. Then we deal some additional damage. There we go. Can I throw from here? 18. Okay, no, that uses all my action points, and then I have 36 movement points left. So, fall back and turn. He has to run forward. He gets 1 shot and misses. He did not get a chance to attack, and all of them are there. See, if I had a bomb, that would be great here, but I don't. Why can't I? There we go. There we go, and then 2. That kills him. Down he goes. He missed. He missed. He missed. Ah! Evade 3 attacks in a row. Wow, okay. I'm surprised. Okay, so it takes 25 to leave the area, which means I can cryokinesis you once and then leave. I will cheese the shit out of this if I must. We're gonna let my psi reserves replenish. It's gonna take a little bit. Because, yeah, it uses 17 psi per cast, but I only restore 13 psi per turn. So we are slowly losing that. That's fine. There we go. All right, F5. I'm assuming they're still going to be there, which is a bit of a problem, but we'll deal with that. All right. Yep, okay. Ow. Oh, they automatically get to go. That's a problem. Okay, he already missed. I have a full turn, though, and now I can attack you. Hit him. Hit him. Oh, we almost got him. I need, like, 1 more damage. Oh, no. He's got way more health than I thought. Oh, I was looking at that wrong. Yeah, chilled. Movement points are lower. I just want to go over here. I know we don't have enough action points. I just want to... every inch of range that I get away from this guy increases my chance of surviving. Ow! Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna need a health hypo. Let's use... please kill him. There we go. Okay, he's down. Health hypo. And then I can't attack with anything. I have no choice but to move up. There he is. All right, move back this way. He's gonna shoot at me again. Please miss. Ow. Okay, okay. Pyrokinesis. Pyrokinesis. There we go. I can kill him next turn. I can kill him next turn. Just don't crit. Just don't crit. Ow. 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 You son of a bitch. Where'd he go? There he is. And they're dead. Oh my god. We did it. We did it. You better have some shit on you that I can use. You probably don't, knowing this game. A Hawker, some bullet casing, some standard 7.62 millimeter. Am I above 40%? I am. Oh, thank God. There we go. Bandage. Okay. Whew. Please pick up that. 5mm Jaguar, a cave hopper leather armor, 50 standard rounds, and a 5mm case. Can I go sell that ammunition for money, please? I'm totally down for that, please. Oh my god. First combat, no, second combat of the game, and we managed to survive. Thank Christ. I wonder, can I? Okay, that does not help. All right, so we got through that. Let's go to the armory and see if I can sell some of this ammunition. And honestly, some of these weapons, really. I mean, wait, would I rather have a gun? Base action points of... Oh, that's why he was able to shoot so much at us. That thing's got a base action point level of 10. He can shoot 5 of those per round. Okay. All right. Where was it? Armory and shooting range. When an encounter is next to the map zone. Yeah, when the fucking side quest sends you on a fucking bullshit. Right from the beginning. Are you willing to buy anything from me? Yes, he's looking for... He'll buy any bullets or shells, and he'll take firearms. We now have that, so I have no problem. Machete 16... 1632. So I would get 3 attacks with the... I think the machete would be better then, because I'm not going to have a very high chance to hit. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. You don't want the cave hopper leather, unfortunately. I'll give you the bolts. I'll give you the ammo. There we go. Is there anything else you want? You will buy the shell casings, but I don't know if there's anything else I can do with those yet, so I'm gonna hold off. And that's it. So are you willing to give me... You are willing to give me 421. Okay, that's nice. Machine gun. Is there anything crafting wise that I want? Insulated vest. How much is that worth? 9,000. Oh god. Yeah, no, we're not gonna have enough for that. Cave hopper leather. You don't want that, really. Oh, he specifically is looking for riot armor and helmets, not regular armor. Okay. Unfortunate. Pneumatic hammer units, when powered, occasionally inflict additional damage and even knock targets out. Okay. Very low damage, but that would allow me to attack 4 times as opposed to 3. Cave hopper leather boots, I don't need those. The dodge and evasion here is better. Adaptive goggles, EMP grenade. No, I don't need any of this. I just need cash. I just need cash. Yeah. Trade. Thank you. Just to check though, how much would you be willing to give me for these? 1. Never mind. No. No. I'd rather have more items than that. Thank you. Okay, what the fuck do I do now? We need to go get some health hypos and some bandages, probably. I also need to see if I can craft bandages eventually. Something tells me being able to craft them from, like, cloth rags would probably be better than paying for the damn things. Pascal, about the mushroom coach savager. Oh, no, I already did that. So you have health hypos, psi boosters, and psi inhalants. You are also willing to sell these. They're worth about 290 apiece. I only have about 4,000 value right now, so... God damn, those are expensive too. No. Split. Those are worth 1,800. Ugh. Fuck. $1,400. Okay, so that plus that's most of my money, but that would help with our healing. Psi inhalant. That's that one. So the psi inhalant is actually the more valuable of the two, because without that, you can't restore your stuff. That is 400 of my trade, but that's fine. I'm willing to do that. Do it. All right. We can go ahead and download that into our crafting menu. So we need to be on the lookout for unsaturated psionic catalyst, a small oxygen tank, and sponge filters. All right, hopefully now we have access to an actual low-level area that we can actually fucking do. All right, I'm gonna run to the restroom real fast, and we will continue. All right, I'm back. All right, we have plenty of psi-halants. We have plenty of that. I'm gonna guess we can just, honestly, just take the lock off of there. I'm not gonna need that. Pickpocket, we're never gonna do, so I wanna move neural overload over here. The only real advantage of that is the electrical damage type, but it just deals less damage overall. And I can only use it twice anyways, so the cryokinesis is always going to be better. Always going to be better. So standard attack, cryokinesis, neural overload. Let's move... Let's put health hypo. I said let's put health hypo on 4. Bandages on 5. Psi inhalant on 6. Psi booster on 7. And then the flares on 8. There we go. At least until I can get some more stuff, because we have 2 other... There's 2 other ones. Holding down shift or control gets me 2 more of those. Oh, there's a lock button. That's what that does. Okay. All right, we survived. We survived the real combat encounter. Our reserves have taken a bit of a hit because it does cost us quite a few casts in order to get through this, but I'm hoping we now have the ability to just keep moving. And is that better? 16.3? No, it's not. Just need to find somebody who's willing to buy that from me. All right. That leads down. Do not want to go down right now. Oh, fuck. Okay. Do we drop a flare? It costs 15 to drop a flare. That would send them reeling, but I guess we... Yeah, so something tells me this was supposed to be your first fight. And not the fucking assholes down here. Use cryokinesis on him. Use cryokinesis on him. And then use all of our remaining movement to fall back, because that's going to force them to move. Yep. He had to use that. Okay, they only got one attack off. Very nice. Very nice. That helps. So I want one on... No. I want you. Okay, do I chill that one? Or do I... I could kill that one, but then I get full attacked by both of those. Or I damage you. And run. They're still forced to go that way. They got 2 that time. Ow, that was a critical hit. Ow. We really need to get some... I need to get some fucking AoE. Same as that combat XPT. You would have gotten a nice boost from that. Yeah. All right, that one's down. You're still cooling. Get you. Fall back. Oh, I might die. Oh, he missed. Oh, come on. Enough with the critical hits. Survive with 1 health. Oh my god. Okay, thanks, game. Zap him. What have I got left? 15 action points. I can't do any of this. Yeah, maybe getting the punching glove would have been a good idea. That would work better than the curved steel machete because it would have been cheaper. Because I can't. Wait, what? I had enough to do that? How? Oh, whatever. We'll get it next turn. There we go. All right. Zap. There we go. Okay. Well, that used almost all of my psi in one bout. Please tell me they dropped something that is actually of use. A healthy animal heart. And that's it. There is nothing else out here, is there? Oh boy, I might have really fucked myself with this, but oh well. Okay, I'm gonna wait for him to come. Is there only one of them? Please tell me there's only one of them back there. Please tell me there's only one of them back there. Nope, there's 2 of them. But we did manage to get a chill on both of them. Yep, yes, they have to use their entire turn to get to me. Oh, beautiful. That is what the cryokinesis is good for. Get fucked. And they're down. Fuck yes, that went better. And a fancy rat houndier. That gets us another point of oddity experience. We're so close. I literally just need 1 more point of experience and we wait and we get a level up. We get our first level up. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's been... Oh, this game is... okay. Something happened here. I don't like the look of that one bit. We also need to get ourselves like a night vision goggles or something, because this place is dark. Admittedly, again, we are using a psi build, so darkness is not as big of an issue for us, because a lot of our abilities just hit. Yeah, and I feel like oddity is the better way, like it's the more true way to what I've seen of the game design, Lord Brown Bear. Because it feels like being a murder hobo would just be a bit easy, especially because I think enemies just respawn in this game. They'll just come back after a while. The tunnels will just repopulate. Oh, that's an explosive barrel. That would have... I wish I had noticed that. Nothing in that. Nothing in that. All right, let me stand back and blow that thing up, because the last thing I need is to leave it for something else to explode. Yeah, that would have solved my issues. That would have solved my issues. All right. I don't like that the world map is not, like, updating to where I am. Like, it is updating where I've gone, but, like, it's not... What is that? Oh, that's lower passages, right. All right, we made it. Another section of the map cleared. I have no idea where I'm going. Okay, okay, so some parts are still illuminated. That is another rat hound. Fall back a little bit. If it's just, oh, there's at least 3 of them. I think we can handle this though. All right. Chill enemies 50 times. Really? Already? Oh, a critical. Oh my God, that was good. All right, and then we're gonna fall back this way. Yep, he's gonna run on us. He's gonna run on us. There's more than 3 of them. That is not good. You there. You there. You're still cold. Run back this way. Oh, he managed to get close enough for that. Okay, one on you. Please kill him. Oh, so close. That still chilled him though. I'm gonna do that to you. Yes, he's dead. Run. He's gonna run up on us. We're looking at... Really? I thought I was out of range for that, but nope. Zap him. And... Come on. Yes! Please drop the... Please, 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 please. Fuck. Yes, take all. Level up. So it begins. Also, I am almost completely out of psi now. I remember thinking like, oh, 500 psi, it'll take me a while to go through that. Early game, I should have realized it's gonna cost us. It's gonna cost us. Good Lord. Okay, how do I level up? How do I level up? Oh, level 2. Okay, so it's already listed. There we go. Okay, okay, so... Let me see here. Let's see here. We need metathermics to go up. So that is now at 30. We want, so let me see here. Persuasion, I only need to get to 50 to get most of the stuff. So we're definitely putting 5 points in that. You can only put 5 points in per level. Once you hit that level. So we also want... Biology needs to get to 115 and chemistry needs to get to 60. So we're gonna... Electronics is kind of useless because we just do not have the crafting materials right now. So it's better to focus on the others. So I want chemistry to 15. I want mechanics to 15. I want hacking and lockpicking and traps. And then I want... Let's go ahead and boost mercantile by 5. Ooh, or maybe tailoring? No, because we're still waiting on that to... There we go. Oh, and a feat. We're going to want... Armor sloping. There it is. Reduces armor penalty from metal plates when crafting armor by 35%. Not very useful right now, but we want it because once we start making metal armor, that is pretty much essential. Absolutely essential. All right. I took a little bit of damage there. So we're just gonna... Nope. Go, bandage this up. I think I have enough psi to get through like one more small fight. And then... I'd like to remove Neural Overload because I'm just not going to use it. Okay, I do have 4 of these, so hold on. All right, what we're going to do is unequip this. That, yeah, that resets our psi. We don't have a choice there. But now our psi modifier cost is lower, bringing the psi cost down to 17. Yes, and then I want you to go ahead and use denaturated psychic inhalant. There we go. All right, let's keep moving. Now, if I recall, however, yeah. So we can only get 1 more EXP from Rat Hounds. Because Rat Hound was sporting a small gold earring for some reason. What? We need 6 experience to get to the next level. All right. I feel like we're just gonna have to save before going around every corner. Also, is the, I didn't even think to ask, is the brightness and the sound okay for you guys? Like, as far as viewing and hearing and all that? It's decent. Do you want me to? Well, that was not what I wanted to see. We're going to reload real fast. You can only see so much with how the graphics are to start with. Yeah. Looks like someone tried to, keeping it as a pet. Yep, and I nearly exploded. Thanks, game. Okay, note to self. We're putting points in the trap skill next. I should have done that. Yeah, no. Game seems fine to me. I'm just wondering, like, I guess the only thing I'd really do, there doesn't appear to be like a gamma correction or anything like that, so there's not much I can do there. So, can I approach this without exploding? Yes. There is a box in here. Lockpicking of 30, which we don't have yet, I don't think. Not that I even have... Yeah, no, I have a lockpicking skill of 19 right now, so... Okay. Still, you never know. There might be something in here that we can use. There is a strange comm device. Some sort of communication device, so you're unsure how it's used since it only has one button. Since it's already broken, you may as well take it apart and find out. All right, gain 1 experience. You can gain this up to 4 times. Nice. Sledgehammer handle. Okay. Ooh, a helmet with a headlamp. It has no energy though, but still. Small armor penalty. Resistances to mechanical. That's nice. Thank you. Motion tracking lens and an electromagnetic deflector. Okay. Let's just go ahead and put that on. A little bit of extra armor is no problem for me. Please do not step on the landmine on our way out. Thank you. Let's try going around this side. Nope. Okay, we're gonna need more trap skill. Holy shit. Okay, we're, can I leave? I need to leave a note here. Locked door and land mines. Thank you. Oh, that's cool. It even, yeah, you can see it right there under the encounter area. Okay, we're gonna leave that alone because apparently someone does not want me going in that direction. Let's go this way. I have no idea where I'm going. No idea where I'm going. One more level and we can get metathermics up to 25, which will then allow us to learn pyrokinesis. And that will help with our AoE problems. It is time for landmines. Shotgun shells, 12.7mm case, some dirty rags. Ooh, a flare. And some rubber balls and some 5mm case. It's weird that some of the lights just work and then others absolutely do not. Useful. By the way, AOW4 summoning sprite is awesome. Gives you a level evolving tier 1 sprite, either morning or evening sprite. Evening is a battle mage, morning is support. Morning sprite is way better because it has access to champion morning boon. 1 turn cooldown ability gives regeneration strengthened for 3 turns, removes 1 negative effect. Yeah, that's pretty good. Being able to throw out strengthening and regen early on like candy is extremely useful. Yep. Illuminized cloth. Okay. There doesn't appear to be anything else out here. Let's head back this way. Like, I'm assuming this links up close to where the metro tunnel is for... Wait. Oh, this is back in the... Oh, okay, this is back, this leads back here. Oh, and it even shows you on the map that they're interconnected. Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice. Let's go this way then. Look it. We're exploring now. Oh, another rat hound. All right, F5. Target him. Hit. And hit. He's down. Move this way. Another rat hound. 2 rat hounds. Okay. Oh, Wait, yeah, there we go. Rat hound there. And rat hound there. There we go. Stay back this way. Yeah, here they come. If there's more of them, they're coming this way. Oh, there's more of them. Okay. Still. Stab you. Down. And stab you. Come on, kill him. Nice. Perfect. How much do I have? 49 psi. Freeze. Come on, finish him off. Perfect. Nice. Oh, we're actually... See? Why couldn't Quentin have just given me cryokinesis from the start? We would have had such an easier time. Rat hound litter and adrenal gland. And one last rat hound fancy ear. Nice. Oh, these hearts are actually pretty weighty. We're gonna need to find some place to drop these off, I think. Oh, that's so nice. That gets us... We need 4 more experience to level up. Oh, that's beautiful. Adrenal gland, rat hound leather. Most of this stuff, I think, is pretty low in quality. Yeah, so we can probably sell that eventually. Too cool for cryokinesis. Yeah. All right, what's in here? Also, save. Just looks like an old security point, from the looks of it. All right, hold on. Hold on. Did I sold all the crossbow bolts, didn't I? So this is completely useless. I should have thought of that. All right, well, not wasting that then. In fact, let me just unlock that, move. I said no. How do I... How do you... Preventing you from taking the... Okay, well, what if I want to take it out? Game. That's locked. There we go. And then move that over there. Take that off. There we go. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. And then we're going to put that right here. There we go. I don't want to waste psi on a ranged attack on an explosive barrel. Let's just leave that alone. If I could somehow hit level 3 before the end of this this stream, that would be... Ooh. Oh, there's a side. Oh, it's empty. Pretty sure that's where he wants me to meet him. I was just about to leave. Honestly, didn't expect you'd survive. What the meaning of this? I knew I was being watched, so I had to use someone to send it as a decoy to get the real package out of the station. But as I promised, a man was waiting to pay you for the delivery. I never said who the man would be. He hands you some credits. Why did you wait for me if you expected me to die? I'm a man of my word. I may have thought you were going to die, but I always honor the deal. What do you do now? I need to move to other places. The trains are out here, and there are other ways to travel around, though they are much slower, especially if you don't know all the shortcuts. He smiles. Time for me to get ready for work. See you later. No problem, Lord Bramber. You have a good one. We've only got about 30 minutes left of the stream, so thank you for being here for as long as you were. Let me know if there's anything you'd like to trade before I leave. What do you have? He's looking for leather armor and lockpicking devices. I have a spare suit of leather armor, don't I? Don't I? Yeah. Sweet. He's willing to pay for that. Decent value on it, too. What does he have? He has lockpicks. Lockpick Mark II. Omni Tool. Opens ventilation shafts. Will require a certain level of lockpicking depending on the target. Okay. Unfortunately, he's not really willing to buy much else. Yeah, no, he doesn't want that. Is there anything else he's willing to buy? No, there's nothing. Damn. Steel dagger, reinforced steel gloves, wrap-bound leather gloves, various crossbows, a balaclava, some grenades, some throwing knives. He has his own leather. He's got some Stygian coins. I'd really like to get my hands on some lockpicks. How much are you charging for that? If I move that... Okay. Okay, that gets me 7 lockpicks, allows me to pick locks of up to level 19. And I trade him the leather suit and some SGS credits. Sounds good. Thank you, man. Oh, locked. Can I... Wait. Is this gonna be one of those things where I lose it even if I can't get it? Because I'm gonna be very annoyed if that's the case. Lock cannot be disabled, but it didn't use my lockpick. Thank you. I just wanted to know that. Lockpicking 20. Unfortunately, I need one more to get that. Okay. So there's definitely going to be stuff there. Also, it looks like he cleared out some rat hounds back there. Oh, no. Oh, wait, that's one of the guys from SGS. What are you doing out here? Sorry, no one else is allowed inside here for now. Okay. I didn't realize... What's going on, buddy? Also, good to know that if I run into trouble out here, I can fall back here and he'll probably help defend me. Lockpicking 35. Okay. I'm definitely coming back here. Especially because... Uh-oh. F5. Fall back a little. And then... Explosive barrel. Oh, he ran out of the way. Fuck you. I was about to set that off. Zap. Zap. Get fucked. Thankfully, he only clipped me. He only clipped me. That was the last one. No remains, though, unfortunately. Junk pile. Metal scrap. I'll take it. And... Ooh, Omega ID card. Having one of these must have meant a lot back in the glory days of the Omega Station. Nowadays, it serves merely as an obituary. Oh, we can find 10 of these? Oh, that's... Oh, we only need 2 more. We only need 2 more. Imagine if I could find 2 more before we fucking end stream. I would love that. Love that. Okay, so what I want to do then is... I need to leave a note for this. Lock picking 20 and 35, I think it said. Yeah. So we'll leave a note there. I don't remember what this one was. I need to start recording things that give me the notes about how much I need. Yeah, 20 and 35. It even says it over here. Oh, that is nice. I mean, I guess we'll just hang out around this area because it seems like this is pretty much in our challenge rating, so to speak. I see an explosive barrel. I don't suppose there's any rat hounds that I could use it on. Does not look like it. Bottles and dirty rags. Sure, we'll find some kind of use out of that. The other problem of trying to go hard into crafting is there's really nothing you can do in the early game to craft anything. Shelves. There. Hacking 35. Okay. Okay, so that's another one. Oh my god, it is so nice being able to leave custom notes on the fucking map. Oh, I love it. I'm going to be making use of that extensively. Okay. Well, I've already marked hacking 35, so we already know that. What? Ow! 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 Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I should have saved. Okay, that is an entire... Okay, we're leaving. We're leaving! Shit! I might die. I might die. These things are doing way more damage. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm dead. Okay. Where's the quick save? Load. Okay, we're leaving. We're leaving. What is this? Lunatics and dogs. There we go. Alright. Can't go anywhere else around here. Can't get through any of the locks. Let's move on. Oh, wait. Wait. That door. Is this unlocked? This is locked. Can I... Impossible. I don't like that. Can I break it open then? Is there a chance for that? Because, I mean, it looks empty, but still. Okay, we are... Is it the one that I'm highlighted is the one that I'm in? That goes below. We do not want to go down. The under areas, I'm pretty sure, are worse than this. So... Okay, so... We do not want to go that way. Further north-ish? How do I... Wait a second. Oh, okay, so the whole worldview is slanted to the right. So this direction is always north. That's good to know. That's good to know. All right. Oh, okay, so this area is completely cut off. Yep, we're gonna have to find some way to clear these out. So that's... I guess... blocked off. Oh my god, it is so nice being able to leave notes. I love this. Okay. What is over here? That was a bear trap. That was a fucking bear trap. Ow. Trapped and bleeding. Ow. You'd think the bandage would fix that, but apparently not. No. I want you to actually go inside, please. What have we got here? Serrated bolt. Inflicts bleeding. 8.6 millimeter. A 5 millimeter Jaguar. And a border guard orders. These old bloodstained orders were issued by the Omega Central Command to their border guards. The order states that the guards are to shoot anyone they perceive as an SGS member on sight. 1,000 Karen bounty is placed on one named Gorski. Oh, that's our head of security. My god, I only need one more EXP. I need one more. If there's more bear traps around here, we're gonna have a problem. I don't like that I can't see very well around here. Rags and 12.7 millimeter. How am I doing on inventory? 81 out of 180. Okay, we're actually doing decently. Electronic lock. Oh, they even have their old flag around here too. Okay, so I guess when SGS cleared them out... That's a mine. Son of a bitch. Okay, let's try that again. All right, well, we know there's a mine there. So I'm assuming SGS might have defeated Omega, but I guess they weren't really interested in, like, cleaning things up afterwards, which means all the old traps and shit are still out and about here. A shotgun choke and a dagger mold. Okay. Let's try going around this way. Can I get to there without setting off the mine? Don't go that... No! Stop going that way. All right, hold on. There we go. Fabric scraps, bottle, and antidote. Okay, that's good. That's good. And electroshock generator, electromagnetic dispenser, and an EMP mine case. Okay. Now I want you to go all the way back over here. Now again, can I get to that barrel without blowing myself up? Yes. Okay, now walk directly back out. Thank you. Okay, note to self. Mines and traps. Okay, can we open this up? No power. Okay, so there's no power station here. So this is one of the outposts we were asked to clear out, but we can't get inside until we figure out which one has the power generator. Apparently is not here. Wait a second. Why is there a light over here? No, there's nothing else highlightable, so we can't go in there. All right, yeah, so that one's the one that's blocked off. We have to go, wait. Oh dear, then where the fuck else am I going? Oh no, I don't have the ability to see mines. We're just gonna have to improvise. Yeah, I don't have a choice. I have to go this way. I'm just gonna have to take a Dwarf Fortress approach to this, which is failing is fun. And try not to blow yourself up. Rubber soles, bottles. I'll take those. Another emergency phone. Green shield, red exclamation mark, blue question. Open the metal compartment. Try to unlock the door. Your lockpicking skills are not up to the task. Okay. Can I do that again? Yes. Okay, so I can come back. Well, there's another mine. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, SGS station, you guys did a piss poor job beating Omega if they left this many fucking explosives. Okay, and this area's blocked off, so I can't even get out of here. Yep. Nope. Okay, well, load the quick save. All right, back this way. Oh, come on! Jesus Christ. Okay, so the mine is there. Let's go this way. There we go. Was that? I think that was 30, right. Oh, well that means I can update my note though. Lock door. Can I adjust? There we go. Nope. There we go. 30 and phone lock. There we go. All right. Okay, so this is blocked off. That's a dead end. I guess we fall back for now. We fall back and try to find out where else we need to go. I'm assuming if that's the Omega one, then they've got to be... Because he said the northwest? Those both go down. We've been there. Do not want to go that way. And this just leads back to the station. I guess we could try going underneath and see if that gets us anywhere. Oh, I can do that. Oh, but am I going to lose the lockpick just to do it? Is the question. Hold on. Okay, that's open. That's open. Yeah, I feel like closing doors behind you is actually very important because the enemy has to use AP to open them back up, which can buy you time. Hi? Ow! Ow! You dick! How many of you fuckers are there? What? There we go. That's not a whole lot of damage. Why did I only get one attack? I just used all of it. Okay, nope. Yep. Okay, so there are stalkers down here. I don't know who the stalkers are, but apparently they hate me. So, not doing that. Let's try going down over here. I just want one more piece of oddity experience. That'd be really nice. One more. Oh, hi. Ow! Okay. So he hit me. He did not do that much damage. He reduced my strength. That's fine. I don't care about that. Cryokinesis. Cryokinesis. Fall back. Thankfully, there's no such thing as attacks of opportunity in this. Ow! Ow! 23! Fuck you! I know I can kill him. There we go. Steel dagger. A haxer tool. Oh, nice. Okay, well, we're leaving. Jesus. Is that causing... No, that just reduces my strength. It doesn't cause me any problems with healing. Alright, so... what were they called? Stalkers? Stalker enemies. Alright, can't go that way either. I'm pretty sure those dogs and shit are over there. What am I at health-wise? Let's go ahead and use a bandage. I said let's use a bandage, please. Get out of here, stalker. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, we can't go that way. He said no one's allowed in there. And I can't go anywhere else over here. So So hold on. Did I miss anything over here with the lunatics and the dogs? Oh, I just need one more piece of oddity experience and we can be level 3 before the end of this. No, okay, they're over here. If we move close to that, they will just jump us. All right. I suppose we could try, not that group of rat hounds. No, that's like 6 of them right by the entrance. Not until we have an AoE ability. Not until we have an AoE ability. That is not gonna work. God, just one more piece of oddity experience. That's all I need. This gets us here. Yep. Maybe I can try to find a way in. I need to get like a battery or something, I think. All right, we need to be careful. There's a mine here. There's an electronic lock here, but we can't open that. Shelves are empty. Did I miss anything in here? It doesn't look like I did. And then this was all blocked off. Then where the hell does it want me to go? Yeah. Reactivate the power generator, retake the outposts in the cave tunnels to the north. There's a total of 5, and need to activate at least 3 of them. Yeah. Find old Jonas's watch in the caves north. I guess we could do that. It's going to take us most of the remaining time to get back there, but that'll actually give us time to see about dropping some of this off. And maybe making some money. That'd be nice. Oh, no, do not go that way. That's where that remaining mine is. I mean, the game is definitely guiding us because there are still these rocks and everything everywhere. Like, they are definitely... Also, it didn't even occur to me. Okay, durability is still okay. Durability is still okay on our items. That was what I was worried about. Barrels, these dumbasses who I killed. I suppose as well, I didn't even think about that. Hold on. Our standard skill is 20, but our effective skill is 30. Maybe he will teach it at us. Maybe he will. Does America do quiz walks? Common gathering game in Sweden where there's a question on a walking track. Answer them in paper and then you see who got the most right. It's a very case of concepts, but I assume America does as well. No, I can't. Like, there's a couple of national parks and like places like that will do like, find all these like, you know, not like pamphlet. That's not the word I'm looking for. Like find these like plaques or things that might have been set up or try to spot like animals that are native to the area or something like that. That's the closest I can think of. They're mainly for kids. Like we do like, there are people who do like not quiz shows. What's the, they do like quiz nights and competitions and stuff. You'll get a bunch of people that all go to the same restaurant and they'll do like a quiz night. It's usually sponsored. Well, not sponsored necessarily by the restaurant, but like they'll plan it ahead of time. Let's go to the armory. Let's sell off this ammo. Hopefully he'll give me. Yeah, no, like I can't really think of something off the top of my head that is the equivalent of that. There we go. He does not really. He doesn't want the tranquilizing bolts. That's annoying. I'll give him the 5mm Jaguar. 12 AP versus 16. 4 to 12 versus 7 to 15. But that does let me get an additional melee attack in if I really need to. It also has a higher critical hit chance. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna sell you the steel machete. I don't want to give away any of my crafting materials if I can avoid it right now. Anti-thermic rat-bound leather overcoat. The gun is worth almost 2,000. Thin grenade case, tactical vest, sniper rifle, SMG, shotgun shell, shotgun pistol, assault rifle, balaclava, bullets, combat knife, frag grenade, gas grenade, hand grenade, light machine gun, and mine. I just don't think I need any of this. I will buy another 10 throwing knives in case we need that, but otherwise... He has some additional lockpicks. He has some additional repair kits, but I actually have a decent number of those. He'll give me 220 credits for that. I'll take that as a fair trade. Ah, they max out at 30. Good to know. Good to know. It's super confusing because if there's no restriction on topic or specificity, it's almost always super obscure trivia, history, or similar, as a crapshoot if anybody gets anything right out of pure luck. Yeah, I can believe that. I can believe that. Go to my private quarters. We'll drop off some of these crafting materials. I can't wait to get a heavy suit of armor. Oh, is there something else on my computer? Nope, nothing. All right. Where was I keeping my stuff? It was on the shelf, right? Yes, there we go. All right. So, let's see here. I should find somebody to buy those from me, and those would be nice. Keep all of that. This is all crafting materials. Do I just drop all of this off? Maybe? Sort. I don't know. We're gonna... No. Take that. I wish I could find someone who would buy this stuff. Hold on. Take those. Drop off all the bullet casings. No. What is it? Alt. There we go. Shotgun choke. Oh no, I'm probably not gonna need that. EMP mine case, I do want that. Sledgehammer handle, electroshock generator, dagger mold, adrenal gland. I'll keep a hold of that. The animal heart. The weight is low on these, but it does add up quickly. Capsule, dirty rags, electronic scrap, fabric scrap, metal scrap. The rubber soles for shoes. Maybe I should just... we're just going to leave it all. We're just going to leave it all. I can't craft anything just yet, and I don't know what this stuff is going to be used for. All right. Haxer, we need to find somebody who will sell me a battery for that. We have 2 mechanical repair kits, 1 patching kit. I want to find somebody to take these dog crates and traps off my hand. Keep all of those. And preferably keep those. There we go. Someone asked the exact year that Elvis was born. It was 3 years side by side. Another asked exactly what the local bank was established. Another asked what our current king officially got the crown. It isn't unreasonable, but it's very specific things that not everybody knows off the top of their head. Well, of course. I think maybe the animal pen guy was looking for traps and shit. Maybe he'd be willing to talk to me. He does not want anything. He wants plants or fungi. Really? Okay. I mean, we're still good on weight, so it's not like it's super vital that we do that. I wanted to also try the comments. I made a mean question, asked what device in the local network usually automatically sets up the IP address, the router, the switch, or the network card. Can I sell? I can. Okay, she's probably not going to give me too much for that. 10 credits. I'll take it. Every little bit helps at this point. Every little bit helps at this point. So yeah, I think we'll go down into the underground. And maybe the guy in the science lab might want something. I'm just trying to offload some of this junk. I don't know if Ezra really wanted anything. He's willing to buy the hacksaw, but I don't want to sell him the hacksaw. We're gonna need it, though. Can I get a battery from you, then? EMP grenade, supercharged lithium-ion cell. I need just, like, maybe 2 of those. 470. That would cost me 47 credits. Recharge an item with 30 energy. Okay, so yeah, that would recharge the haxer and give me 1 spare recharge as well. Perfect. Nope. I didn't mean to. Okay, thank God it's empty. I'm assuming they... Okay, I'm really hoping they don't get angry at me for doing that. And did Harold have a barter menu? I don't think he did. Oh, he does. He wants my patching kit and my mechanical tool, which I don't want to give him. He's also looking for padding, repair kits, metal components. Yeah, no, he doesn't want those either. Damn. All right, the armory, and then we will try leaving. I want to see if these guys have anything for me. I should have checked to see if I could sell the crossbow. Really? He doesn't want the crossbow either. Regular bolts. Oh, he doesn't. Right, that's why. So he wants regular bolts, not serrated or tranquilizing bolts. Okay. Fair enough. I guess if that's the case, may as well keep this equipped. Because we do have the serrated and the tranquilizing, but the tranquilizing bolt might work against something. Who knows? Let's go talk to the old guy and get saved down here. Maybe we can go find his pocket watch. Who knows? Open the gate. We also still have flares in case we need those. I am good on psi for right now. I just want to explore. Oh, wait, did he already leave? No, he's still here. Yeah, what do you have? What do you have and what are you looking for? Oh, he's willing to buy the hopper traps. I don't want those. Sure. Absolutely, my dude. What are you willing to give me for it? Traps increased by 15% and an extra utility slot is not the worst. These things are only worth a tiny amount. Shit, I should have known. Stealth and intimidation. Adaptive lens, vials, sponge filters. I'm gonna need those, I know. Throwing knives, bear traps. It seems like it would be pretty good. For right now, yeah, just give me the credits. Just give me the credits. Whatever I can get from you, buddy. Thank you. All right. He did say the area directly around here shouldn't be too bad. There we go. Yeah, so that leads to Southgate Station. Let's find out what's around here. And hopefully I won't run into random landmines. Wouldn't that be nice? Oh? Hello? Okay. Barrels. Rocks. Hey! Adaptive lens, gasoline, fabric, dirty rags, metal scrap, 5mm case. Okay. Actual salvage. Bottle, electronic scrap, soft foam padding, starter mixture. Rubber balls. Nice. Oh, and I need to recharge my tool. How do I do that? Recharge item. Sweet. So we can now disable an electronic lock up to the skill of 17. I do like that it just tells you. I mean, I'm assuming you can find some nice little crafting materials down here, because it seems like... Oh, isn't this nice and peaceful? Doesn't appear to be anything in here, so let's keep going. Oh. Okay, somebody set up a light source in here. Hello? Is anybody home? Uh-oh. I saw that. Who's down here? Mole cricket. Okay, can I... Zappity zap. Oh, he left. Son of a bitch. Oh, they're here. Oh, nope, they're annoyed. They're annoyed that I'm here now. Okay, let's go ahead and just fall back slightly, and then zap. Nice. He's dead. Keep pulling back a little bit. Very good. Zap him. Perfect. Critical hit. That ended it. Oh, no. Okay. Still, we can do this. Him. Fall back slightly. Really? He didn't... Okay. I can work with that. Let's zap him then. Perfect. I don't suppose any of you would like to drop some remains that would give me one last oddity point, right? South Junkyard, South Mushroom Cave, East Camp Hathor. Okay. Come on, just one more oddity experience. One more and we can level up. Thin mine case. Nothing really valuable. Shotgun shells, rubber ball. Well, empty shotgun shell, I should say. So this is further south than where our little dock is. There's more water around here, though. Okay. Oh, thank God. We don't have to watch an awkward ladder climbing animation. Thank Christ. Okay, so people have been down here. There's signposts even. West Junkyard. Camp Hathor. Alright. Come on, one piece of oddity experience. Just one. Just one game. You can give me just one more, can't you? Oh. Are you one of our guys? Halt! Who goes there? Savan, the new guy. He nods and takes his finger off the trigger. Yeah, I recognize you now. What are you doing out here? Just exploring. If you're headed to the Mushroom Cove, be careful. We got side beetles in the area. What do you know about the scavenger from there? Not much, to tell you the truth. Gerald, the guard, found him dying in the cove. Happened before my shift. Where can I find him? He's probably sleeping. Long shift, but I think Malcolm was on duty at the time. He nods. Better ask him for more info on your way back. Side beetles? Yeah, nasty buggers. They're in a group. That's when they'll start slinging those powerful psionics at you. If you haven't already, talk to old Jonas at the Crossroads Outpost. He knows a lot about the creatures lurking in these caves. He can give you important tips. In any case, stick to the eastern bank and you'll be fine. Nasty buggers. What do you know about it? Not much to tell you the truth. Oh yeah, I've already read that. I somehow got the impression that the cove was much closer. Lots of people have been telling me that recently. Newcomers like you. No idea why, though. It's not like the cove has moved or anything. He shrugs his shoulders. Something tells me in an earlier version of the game it was closer. Alright. Do you have anything? Okay, no other update. Signpost. If we could, like, get, like, one of those things. Okay, no. This leads around. Right, blocked off rocks. Oh, come on. I got, like, 2 minutes left, Gabe. Just give me one oddity experience. Just one. Just one. I beg of you. Let's go grab those lake mushrooms, I guess. Oh, there's more. There we go. I wonder what I can use those for. Where's he? Oh, I see. They come out of there. Alright, and grab the mushrooms. Well, I'm just gonna take those. Somebody's more of a Psybug than the Psybeetle. Maybe. There's a couple of these things running around. I don't really care. I don't think the cave hoppers have any oddities. That might be something I have to check just to make sure. No. Oh, they're just gonna run around. So what are these, like rabbits? Mutated rabbits of some kind? I see fishing rod, more like mushrooms. Surely these mushrooms can be used for something. Oh, wait. Oh, this shit respawns fast. Okay, this shit respawns fast. There was more of it down here. Okay. Until I find out what we can actually use those for, I think we're gonna... Alright, and the ad is trying to play. We're getting ready to play. I think this is where we'll call it then. This has been a good one. I can't wait for Sunday. I want to play more. I want to play more. I don't even really care that we got our asses kicked multiple times this time around, but at least I understood what I was doing wrong pretty quickly. So regardless, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for joining me. Let's go find someone to raid, because I have not done that at all this week, because I've been so out of it for the most part. Who is on right now? Who is on? Who is on? Oh, Lucy's here. I see Lucy is on, and it's been a while since I've been able to raid in her, so we're going to go ahead and do that. As you know, she is my Oshi, so I take every opportunity I can. Especially because playing for you guys makes it harder for me to find time to stream or find time to watch her streams. But regardless, thank you all for being here and thank you all for joining me. We will be back with more Under Rail on Sunday, and I am looking forward to it already. We just got to hit one more level, and then I can get pyrokinesis, and then we can start doing things like chucking fireball grenades at people, and I am fine with that. So regardless, I will see you on Sunday. I hope you all have a glorious rest of your day and a glorious start to your weekend. Have a good one, guys, and bye-bye.
And I literally started